Happy Thursday, folks, people. Deluded, I'm back again and all those good things. I hope everybody's doing well and safe. I hope everyone's blessed. Big up you lot on YouTube. Smash the like button, get the creative juices flowing, so on and so forth. Now, Tony Adams isn't happy that Martin Ødegaard is the captain. I know I'm going to probably trigger some thoughts there with you lot. Let me know your thoughts in relation to that. Eze, Leão, Rodrygo are all on the agendas, people. And actually, if I haven't, in fact, before that, appreciate you lot for tuning in. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and of course, good night in those cases. What's the first poll? Is Tony Adams wrong? Okay, yeah. So join the poll. Is Tony Adams wrong? Would you strip Martin Ødegaard of the captaincy? Should he be stripped of the captaincy? And again, I've done, make sure you're following on TikTok. I've done a short, condensed kind of thoughts on this, but I'd love to know you lot's thoughts. For me, it's Mr. Arsenal. It's Tony Adams. He speaks with authority. There's a reason the statue's outside the ground, right? And all those things. And what I don't like is there's this weird, there's a weird bunch of us, of not even us, but there's some weird fans in our fan base here that like to criticize our legends and just act like they're not saying it with the best interest in heart. We don't have to agree with Tony Adams. He's captained our sides to winning stuff. He's Mr. Arsenal. Probably what the greatest Highland talent to come through this football club, all of those kind of good stuff. But that doesn't mean you have to agree. If it was for what it's worth in general, not when he's talking about you can't win the league and all of those kind of things, people. But when it's all said and done, and Ødegaard's form wasn't amazing, but in these last 3 years, we finished second. We had a year where there's more talking points about William Saliba getting injured than it is about if Martin Ødegaard can lead us to a Premier League title. Gone are the days where that's happening. Clearly, he's not captain fantastic. The season after that, so that would take us to, 2021, 22, was it 2022, 23, whatever year it was, the next year. The year, we lost it on the last day of the season. And then last year where, it was injuries. And I think on average, big up DJB, make sure you're following him. He said something like we was on average 7 points behind Liverpool, but we finished second. It's fair to say that obviously we didn't win those leagues, right? Is Martin Ødegaard the reason? And if he is the reason, it's more to do with form. Let's be real. Nobody would give a flying monkeys if Ødegaard was playing well and doing his thing. As I said, I actually agree. Martin Ødegaard, I can recognize, obviously, I'm not at Arsenal. I know the game's changed. You ain't really got captains like that. He must be, for me, I think he fits the image of the pretty boy stuff that our club currently is. I do like how he does things off the field. He's clearly a big voice in the changing room. You see little subtle ways, like maybe with Max Dowman, definitely with our last game at Bilbao. He's always ushering players when they score to go to the fans. He's clearly a good guy. But I agree with Adams in that, Martin Ødegaard shouldn't be my captain. But for me, it's a thing where I'm not being funny, brother. I'm not saying we shouldn't talk about these things, but brothers and brothesses for the girls out there, it's redundant. I'm not saying you shouldn't criticize Martin Ødegaard's form. It's better to criticize his form and his ability. And if he doesn't do what he needs to do, what's going to happen there? Then it is the captain's armband. What magical powers is Martin Ødegaard going to get if you remove the armband? And he ain't got that. And likewise, for me, Gabriel Magalhaes, Declan Rice, they're my kind of captains. But what magical powers are them two going to get that, once they get their armband? Because leaders are going to lead regardless. You look at the Invincibles, the treble winning sides, the City sides, Liverpool sides throughout the years. And obviously the last couple of years, they've had a captain, but everybody's leading. Everybody do what needs to be done. I hear some people might say, oh my God, like it might take the pressure off Ødegaard, etc. I hear the logic. I hear that. And I'm not saying it's without fault. I mean, it's with fault. But realistically, right, let's just look at a few things. We're the third biggest team in England. People can say what they like, innit? Liverpool United ahead of us. Chelsea are more successful than us. They're not bigger than us. You lot know me. I don't really care about that stuff, right? My point of saying that is to say this. There's evidently pressure on anyone that's connected to Arsenal Football Club, whether you're on the bench or you're a starter or whatever. Think about all the talking points. There's pressure anyways. You're representing our football club. There's pressure on our manager anyways. There's pressure on us to deliver stuff next season anyways. There's pressure on Martin Ødegaard's performance. And, you bring in Eze, Wanyeri, jumping the gun a couple of years, but Dowman, the very fact that if Ødegaard has a season like this, if he has the same season he had last year, this year, you're on big money. Time don't wait for no one, all of those kind of things, people. So there's pressure anyways. And for me, it's not that it shouldn't be a talking point. We should be talking about everything, but it's not going to change, is it? He's not going to lose his captain's armband today. Mikel Arteta is going to still be the manager, whether we like it or not. And I would throw Kai Havertz into this because a lot of people, he polarizes. He's going to be part of this. Why don't we give attention to why we had 14 draws, how we get over the line, something we haven't done in the 3 years? Can we get Eze? Do we have enough in the squad? And I do believe, like I said, Tony Adams is right in theory, but it seems like that comment came when he's having like a panel show. You've got Mr. Arsenal there, legendary figure, a man that Sir Alex Ferguson wanted at Man United. And these are the idiot questions. Now, I get it, because if you're asking about 14 draws and this and that, it's not going to draw views. It's not going to do what it would do if you do the conventional rage baiting. Or does Arteta need to go? And I'm not saying these things are not talking points, but we all know why these things are being said. We all know, should Ødegaard be lose his captain's armband? Should Mikel Arteta be sacked? Can Arsenal win it? These are things that are going to be more of a talking point. And I just want to make clear, if it's up to me, Ødegaard's not my captain in a sense. I want Rice. I want Gabriel Magalhaes. Leaders lead, innit? Lead. If you're a leader, you're going to lead regardless. And I just don't know what magical powers are going to be given to Martin Ødegaard if he loses the armband. And likewise, for Gabriel Magalhaes and Declan Rice and any other leaders, because I do think we have a couple of leaders. It's not just a shouty thing. And I don't agree with this, because when I hear captain, I hear Patrick Vieira, I do hear Tony Adams, I hear Roy Keane, I hear people of this kind of ilk. But rightly or wrongly, the game's changed. The game has changed. It is the more cuter person and all of those kind of things. And I know we've gone beyond that, but I do think a big reason Martin Ødegaard was made the captain is because you were the guy heavily speculated in Norway, didn't work out for you at Real Madrid. We were doing up until a certain point this youngster thing. He was kind of the poster boy. But that's my 2 pence on that, innit? Let me know your thoughts before we actually read stuff. And in the name of just making better content for you guys, people, let's make timestamps, because I reckon, big up to you lot if you're listening on the replay in advance as well, people. So yeah, I'll get into your comments in a sec. Let's just say Tony Adams comments. Timestamps, man. Timestamps. Saka and Rice are generals. Martin and Saka are lieutenants and ambassadors. To be fair, though, I think Saka is a leader. There's very different leaders, man. There's way different ways of leading. Like, not everybody's shouting and digging players out and all of these kind of things. You got man like, in my opinion, Timber, Saliba, they're not pricks. Like, they will shout if they need to, but you get it. They just do what they need to do. They'll call stuff like masculine shit. They will do what they want. Of course, you got Declan Rice. Declan Rice on paper is my kind of captain. Captain fantastic, talismanic figure, all of those kind of things. Magalhaes the same, and there's many others. So everybody just lead in their own vein, really, if I'm completely honest with you. I'm not, again, and I don't want to sound like a broken record, but what is the point? It's not that there's a point of talking about this, but what is the point of talking about it? Because we all know, what is it? The 14th of August, right? The 14th of August. We can talk about Eze and Wanyeri and Dalman. That man Ødegaard's going to be playing. It's the 14th of August. We play on Sunday. I'm not saying it's right, and Ødegaard would have to put his big boy pants on. But if he lost his captaincy, what is going to happen? Like, what is meant to, like, well, the season kicks off on Sunday. What is meant to happen? And you've got a player that's a softer soul. Anyways, this fly needs to, listen, this is why I hate leaving my window open. I beg you, because I'm now frustrated. Please fly out, because you're not going to see family again. Anyways, fly, you fucked up the base still, but you get where I'm going, people. This is where the ADHD. But yeah, it's not going to change anything. Man, just lead how they want to lead. And the reality is, bro, everybody just plays good football. No one cares about this extra shit. No one cares about it, you know. Nobody gives a monkeys about it. But yeah, man, armband is irrelevant. Raya can have it and no one would notice. And you know what? Man said fly lives matter. And you know what it is as well? As at my football club, like, I've seen captains, but let's be honest. Maybe not so much now. I know we're talking about Ødegaard, but let's be honest. During the Emirates era, the captain's armband ain't meant much. There was a point where our captain was probably a sick note. You'd always be injured. You'd be on the bench. Arteta was one of them once upon a time. My man, what's his name, man? For Marlon became that. Prior to like that kind of period, it's the very fact that William Gallas had it and the number 10. That's where I'm going to start and stop with that man there with his Mohican and it was relaxed as well. You don't know. I will stand on this. William Gallas. In fact, we're calling him Martin Gallas. We're not even calling you your real name. You're the worst player to ever played for this football club. But as I was saying, yeah, let's be honest. Whether it was Van Persie, Cesc Fabregas, there was a point where any player that it looked like you was cutting would give you the armband. It's an idiot thing. Man said fly lives matter. That killed me. If Ødegaard was black, there'd be no anger from our heterosexuals only because Ødegaard is white. Are these fuck you talking about, bro? It's nothing to do with skin color, bro. Like, what are you on about? That's the second comment I've seen. That is the second comment. Yesterday, there was some idiot that said that, like, what's going on? And on the topic of skin color, yeah, my heart bleeds for Matthias Tell, actually, because, you know how people get into being racist when you miss a penalty and things of that ilk. But I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know where you're going with that. I don't know. Odegaard could be white, black, Asian. If you just imagine a different skin tone, the same would be said. It's got nothing to do with skin color. Like, that's just an idiot thing. I don't know how you drew that. If I'm honest, that probably speaks more about you than about anything. But yeah, man. The races come out at summertime every year in this country. They're out all the time, bro. But they're, it's if you want to speak racism, yeah, I don't know how to feel about it. Like, racism or racist and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, I think I said this in the video I released earlier. I've learned to live with it. It's probably the most annoying thing in the world. Like, how boring would the world be if we all, well, I mean, if you all look like me and spoke like me, the world would be a better place because I'm handsome, in it, chocolate darling. But not everyone, God made all of us in our image, in it, and he just made me wavier. Big up everyone in it. But on a serious note, how boring would the world be if everybody looked the same, spoke the same, ate the same, meant to celebrate diversity, man? Bring the white dons, the Asian dons, black dons. Nobody's better than anyone. Like, and that's the thing. Like, it's jarring, bro. And there's damn right derogatory comments. I think is what's more harmful than that, not that it isn't, is the way language is said. Language is said. You're seeing a couple players dancing, you're saying they're not professional. Marcus Rashford, Raheem Sterling, Miles Lewis Skelly in the last couple of months sums up everything. And especially with the media, I'd say for the black youths and the ethnic youths, it's damn right racism. And then it's more of a case of classism when you've obviously got white players that come from humble beginnings, they're getting money and things. It's jarring. It's not going to change, innit? It's not going to change. And unfortunately, with football, it mirrors society, like, in the sense that there are cowards. I don't respect any races, but I like, there's one thing doing it from the terraces where you're not going to get hit up, and then there's another going online being an idiot. Stupidity, because a man missed a penalty, and I know how much football means, but a man missed a penalty in the grand scheme of things. Really. Anyways, man. Rashford's interview was very good, and above everything, big up Gary Lineker. Big up Gary Lineker, because you clearly made Rashford feel very comfortable, if I'm honest. And I don't want to do going back to the Tony Adams thing. Big up Tony Adams, big him up. But maybe that's the player and the manager. Maybe that's why the managing thing didn't happen, people. But shout out to Adams, could never disrespect him. And I don't think he's wrong. I just don't see the need for this chat. It ain't the 90s. All that old-fashioned crap, captaincy, young players cleaning boots, no big salary, not being spotted outside. That issue's dead. Exactly, bro. Exactly. No racism in football. So he's going to be there, bro. Football mirror society. If you got racist dons, there's racist dons that support Arsenal, bro. There's racist dons that support everyone. There's bare dons that will love Thierry Henry or Andy Cole or Didier Drogba, idolize them. Numbers on the back, shirts on the back. They wouldn't let their daughter marry a, It is what it is, man. It's not going to go anywhere, bro. It's not. Like, it is what it is. Just people that are not dickheads. Don't be dickheads. You have to start rushing dons, and that's not going to happen. So it is what it is. Then isn't it time to go back to a time when it used to matter? Maybe we need to. Probably. Like I said, Ødegaard wouldn't be my captain, because I'm not trying to be disrespectful to Ødegaard, but you're a softer touch, a gentler soul. Like, you just do what you're doing. I want Rice to do it, but here we're at. I can't imagine Arteta is going to strip him from the captaincy tomorrow or in the build-up to United. I can't imagine Martin Ødegaard is going to thingy it, give it up. And to be honest, whatever you say about him, he didn't run away from it. He took it, and he still got it. You don't think these footballers, and this ain't me backing Ødegaard, do you think that these footballers are not some of the most self-reflecting individuals? And maybe I've got more of an affinity to the players than the manager and everybody, because I'm club first. When I look at the owners and the board, obviously ownership board, exclude Berta because he's just rolled in, but ownership board, Tim Lewis, all them kind of guys around it, Mikel Arteta and the players, excluding the fans like myself, which I'm one of them, I've only got sympathy for the players, because when it's all said and done, Ødegaard, you were shit last season, but there was no hiding place, and you didn't hide in the sense that your ankle is not where it needs to be, and you're out there. Miles Lewis Skelly, life come at you fast. You stepped up. Kivio, newfound respect for you. The players ran out of steam. The players needed new juice. They were failed in January. They were failed in the summer. It is what it is. And this is Arteta. I'm not going to lie. If I see at any point players down tools or look mentally fatigued, the writing needs to be on the wall more so than others, if I'm honest. His view comes from a different era when the captain was the one. It's true. It's a myth now. And let's be honest. How do we know the players don't like Ødegaard as being a captain? Because there's got to be a reason he's given the captaincy. Is he a prefect type and he's feeding information back to Mikel Arteta? Is he a good guy in the change room? Is he more vocal than lead B? I don't know any of it. But I can't look you lot in the face and say whoever's wearing the captain's armband is why we haven't won the Prem in the last 3 years, is the reason we didn't do anything in the League Cup when we got to the semi-finals, is the reason where we got to a quarterfinals against Bayern Munich and put amicable performance of ourselves. But when it's all said and done, didn't get over the line. This year it was great. Well, last season it was great against Real Madrid. Ultimately, we didn't have many reasons, but we weren't good enough to beat PSG. Like, what does a captain's armband have to do with any of this? Like, and I do think it is a bit of a stick to beat Martin Ødegaard over the head with, because obviously your form's been on the floor, and I'm not saying he's indestructible. I'm actually, if I'm honest with you lot, Martinelli's on borrowed. You could say the Gaffer's on borrowed time. Martinelli's on overly borrowed time. I think you're in debt. Martin Ødegaard and Kai Havertz. Kai's a bit different because I just feel whether Kai, you know, whether he works out as a good rotationary option squad player, the club might look at it and say, Kai's done well, but maybe we could get someone that does what Kai does, is on significantly less wages, and move him on. Martinelli, the obvious. You keep this up. Well, you are keeping it up. It's the writing's on the wall, isn't it? And Martin Ødegaard, you know, if you do bring in an Eze, if Wanyeri does take his chances, if Max Stauman does get involved, if a next midfielder comes in, then your role becomes obsolete. As much as you're the captain and Arteta likes you, we've seen it. Tierney met the chopping block. Ramsdale met the chopping block. Tomiyasu met the chopping block. Gabriel Jesus is going to meet the chopping block. This is the natural evolution. Mikel Arteta might have to. At some point, you have to look at what's going on. Cut the track, though. What is more serious? Not as serious as racism or what Tony Adam is saying, but 53 likes. Come on, mods. Mods, I can't lie, man. You lot have been moving like Fabio Vieira and Kirio and all of these things. Like, you start the summer, you lot have been good. And now you lot are not driving the case home. But yeah, let's get into some of your comments. Big up DG. Eze is going to Spurs. They're making a bid today. Say goodbye. The club is a joke relying on an 18-year-old. For me, for my own mental health, I want Eze. If you can't give me Eze or Rodrygo, go and get me the skill sets of both. If you don't do that, okay, indirectly, whether you tried or not, you're telling me we've got enough to achieve whatever we hope we can achieve. You lot got the Arteta better. You do your thing. You're experienced in your sporting director role. Players, I got sympathy with you. I hope it all works out. Mikel Arteta, I can have praise for you, question marks for you, but you've been here 6 years. You're on 50 mil a year. You wait for A license, better yet. Do your thing then. You don't know more about football than me. Do your thing. Make sure I'm celebrating something in May. That's all I'm asking. I'm past a lot of things now. Be so real. I love the club, clearly, want to win. But there's just so much things I'm past of. There's a lot of acceptance in me. I don't have that whole, if Gabriel Jesus can stay fit, if Martinelli's decision making, if the ref never done this and the draws that. I just want to see, not positively or negatively. I'm just looking at what's in front of me. And I think we've got a good team, but we have the ability to shoot ourselves in the foot on and off the field. You've got a good team. The challenge is, can you become indirectly a great team? And what I mean by that is, you're a good team. Can you become a winning team? You're a good coach, Arteta. Can you become a winning coach? Because when it's all said and done, no one ain't remembering these players, this collective squad. Might remember 20 years from now, Saka and Saliba, but no one ain't achieved nothing. If you won stuff elsewhere, great for you, but I don't give a monkeys. Even if you were here when we won the FA Cup and the 2 community shields, I don't care about that. Some of you individually are some of the best players we've had in the Emirates era, and collectively as a squad, give or take these last 3 years, heavy on the last 2, entering in the third, collective squad, when it's all said and done and we're criticizing, we've got a lot of decent players. You lot should be going down in Arsenal history with something. Gaffer, you have to get over the line. Because realistically, you're not going to flush out all of these players. I'll tell you, there has to be question marks. And even that, if you don't win silverware, I don't think you're getting sacked, or there's question marks. So for me, it's just, you win, I'm happy. You lose, we're sad. Is what it is. Like, I don't believe that you lot pulled me back in the 2022-23 season because you were showing me different. Now I think as a club, we're resting on our laurels and we're half stepping. Prove me wrong. You've shown me little bits and pieces, top 6 record, great, more wins than the Invincibles. Not that I care about that because times changed. More wins in the calendar year. And you lot know, you're Arsenal fans, or the majority of you are. There's bare great statistics individually and collectively and little things. You lot are flirting with it. Flirting is great, but it's time to beat. Simple as that. It's as simple as that. If that sounds vulgar, I apologize. If you don't know what I'm talking about, let's leave it there. Kids, I apologize. Birds and the bees and all that. Baby mums, anyone that fancies the guy, yeah, it can go beyond an example. But anyways, shout out Karma. Hit the like button on your way in. Let's have an epic stream. Nathan, CS, come on. Adams is not wrong. What is wrong is the fan reaction trashing Adams. By all means, you can rebuttal his opinion, but I don't like that. But there's a weird cult. You can go after Thierry Henry and Tony Adams, anyone could get in it. As I said, I don't disagree. Even if I do disagree, it's Tony Adams, bro. It's Tony Adams. is fucking Tony Adams, the biggest player to have ever played for this club, arguably. Legend. You know what you see out there. But this is what I mean. People are not going to talk from a place of, I don't know, man, just honesty, if that makes sense, man. Because let's be honest, there's a reason Petit, Henri, these kind of guys, and everyone's got an agenda. These kind of guys are not on the official club websites or unofficial ambassadors. There's a reason you got Sagna and Theo Walcott. They're not going to say a bad thing about the club. And I'm not saying be bad for the sake of being bad. Like, don't make out everything's great. If everything is great, we say everything's great. I look at YouTube how I look at the news or the weather. I'm definitely, the only thing I would say, I'm wrong a lot of the time, but I just really hope everybody sees it's from a place of me just loving the club and loving what we've got here, people. But I try and look at it is, if the sun is shining, like if we use how Arsenal look as weather forecast, if the sun's shining, so the team's shining, why on God's green earth am I going to tell you it's raining? If it's raining, why am I going to tell you the sun's shining? If it's rainy, but there's going to be sunshine, if it's sunshine, but it's going to rain soon, tell people that. But I do think that is a thing that goes beyond Arsenal. I think that's extended to bare clubs, because let's be honest, like, you know, a lot of these journalists and whatever, I'm not saying I agree with it, but the game's the game. If the club are paying your bills or the position you find yourself, you're paying your bills, really and truly, what can I tell you? And I just think that is more like how British media works, man. There's no honesty. I kind of envy America in that regards, man. Doesn't matter who has the captaincy. You play to what the coach instructed. We won't win or lose more games with a different captain. Big up. Don't agree with Adams on the captaincy. It's just so irrelevant in today's game. Not all my hopes, but big upgrade to Nelly. What are you referring to there? What Adam said is spot on to a certain extent. I don't agree that we can't win the league with Ødegaard as the captain, but that doesn't change Rice or Big Gabby will be a better choice. Exactly. But we're at with them. Our fully fit team is going to scare anybody. I hope so. But, you know, unfortunately in football, you are going to get suspensions, loss of form, injuries, dynamics changing. Players need to get rest. So you're never going to ever have ideal conditions. I'm a bit unpopular opinion. When it comes to injuries, I don't feel sorry for the club last season. I don't. I feel sorry for the players that obviously got injured. I feel sorry for the players that had to play a bit more. I feel sorry for the fans. I can't necessarily say I've got some sympathy in that regards for Arteta, but I can't say I can extend that sympathy, and definitely those above. Because you're telling me last summer, whether you tried to bring in players or not, I am not at the training ground. I am not any of that. So I can only go what's in front of me. Had you have got the depth you needed last summer and the season played out the same way with injuries, I would say fair enough, because you actively tried. We kicked problems up and down the road, and there's only so long in life you can keep kicking problems down the road before they're at your door. Like this summer, yes, I feel in a way that I wouldn't go as far as to say it's the best transfer window and all of that, but it feels like we still ain't, but we're attempting to address every area. So on one hand, I praise the club, but on the other, that's what a good club or a competent club or a team expecting to challenge should be doing. And also, you've given yourself no option but to do that. You've kicked several left wing, up front, depth, centre mid, more defenders. You've kicked these problems up the road to the point where you've left yourself no chase. Just make it happen. Ødegaard's the captain of Arsenal in Norway. Rice isn't even England captain. And respectfully, Adams a failed manager. Is there something Arteta and bro, you're killing me with? I know the gaffer's name, but Skolbakken, who actually worked with him. No, there's got to be. But maybe Ødegaard's the poster boy for Norway. But there's got to be a reason. And Adams' managerial career, Adams the player, nothing but respect. And I respect him as a manager, but that could be something. It's the modern game. It's like kind of why Roy Keane didn't really do much. Let's be honest. As much as it's about winning and tactics and all of those things, player management, people management, because I do think when we talk about players, we do forget the human element. People management is almost most important. Long gone are the days of an iron fist. Of course, there are some scenarios, kind of what you're seeing with Luis Enrique now at PSG, getting rid of Donnarumma. Pep Guardiola probably has that at City. Arteta definitely has that luxury. Many players, many clubs. Amorim might be getting that at United, but even that with Emre and who was the manager before Amorim at United? His name's evaded me. You lose a couple of these players, you don't keep them sweet, you're gone. That's why I kind of understand when Arteta's rubbing players out, whether I agree with it. You lose a couple, all it takes to lose 3-4 players, or 2-3, and they start infecting the others, and then it gets long. The reason Ødegaard is captain as he's the tactical leader on the pitch, that's all. If you can't work that out, go Specsavers. What a night last night. I was screwing thinking Spurs was going to win second. club in a few months, and PSG came and slapped them out their sleep. Do you know what? I feel sorry for Thomas Frank, not Spurs, because I actually think you coached them very well. Unfortunately, you didn't get over the line. But from a Spurs perspective, bro, like some of you are older than 30 years of age, so seeing Spurs win a European trophy isn't new. But it was the latest kick in the teeth. I'm still not over Chelsea's first Champions League car. I feel that should have been us. We should have been doing that. And they've been waffling about the Europa League. Like you know what? I can't sit here and say I do think if we had that same Europa League run Spurs had this year, we deal with it. But at the end of the day, I don't know that. We have the ability to fuck things up. When we was in the Europa League, bro, you're bucking Atletico Madrid. I don't want to remind anyone, but Chelsea, serious teams. But they were waffling. Imagine they won the Super Cup. Too much waffling would have went on, man. So, yeah, man. Why is it you can't criticize? I'm going to say Arteta, but you can criticize the legends that have been there and done it. Because I think there's a cult. There's a cult. I speak for the middle Gooners on this platform where, you know, we look at things objectively and then that's down for you. There's a cult. There is a cult. There is a cult. Even the biggest non-cultist Arteta supporter has to ask themselves a fair question. And I do think it's fair. Can you get us over the line? Have you hit a glass ceiling? Do we need to change course if we don't do what needs to be done? Or every option and every talking point has and should be on the table, obviously, until the guy shows he can do what needs to be done. I feel there's too much one-upmanship. There's too much commitment to hating Mikel Arteta or acting like everything's rosy and finding bare excuses. We've got enough excuses. Do we want to make history? That's all I want to know. And for the people that apologize for Mikel Arteta, you don't rate him as much as I do. You don't. Because it's fair to us. Get over the line. He's made top 6 games decent for Arsenal. There's many bad things he's done and probably still doing. There's many good things he's done. We've been second. We beat Real Madrid. We flirted with it. Why we're closer is still a long way to go. But we're closer to doing these things than reverting. So why is it not a fair question? Oh, well, man. Rice is a leader. Keep leading, man. I would have chosen Gabby from the beginning of the captain's armband. Was telling Catch earlier. Big up, Catch. Catch is funny, man. It's a fair argument. Perhaps the captaincy is holding Martin back. I hear it, but how, though? How? Because if it is holding him back, it's probably reasons that will be holding him back that we can't see because we're just watching him in a game. Let's not equate being the captain to, you know, bad performances or whatever. How could it be holding him back? There is logic. Maybe you get rid of him as the captain and then he's on it. But okay, cool. You give it to Rice. Ødegaard's still playing, bombing out the place. Where are we at now? We've gone past that. Ødegaard hasn't improved and he should be stripped of the captaincy. Gabriel Magalhaes is a better captain than Ødegaard. You know what? It's one where we're never going to see it. But the players have to tell me as well. I'd love to know the players' thoughts. It's very clear the leader of our team, the beating drum is Gabriel. Everyone is so much calmer when he's on the pitch. True. And I would actually, again, I ain't got a leg to stand on or any skin in this race. But for me, I think Jorginho held a bit more weight than not Arteta, sorry, than Martin Ødegaard. And this is why you wish he was on the ground because there's different. Because if I would love to be at Arsenal because then you see the clicks, you see who gravitates towards each other. There's probably men in the club that don't really, maybe don't even play, but or shout. But when they speak, everyone listens. Everyone who's played Sunday League knows you got that guy off his rocker every Sunday. We lose. He's doing the passion thing and whatever. You got people that have more of a calming voice, but they speak with authority. You've got people probably like Timber and Saliba. You just know they're with it. There's all different dynamics, essentially, man. And even the coaches as well. You know, I can't tell you off the top of my head every coaching member of staff at Arsenal, but there's probably random Joe Blogs. When he speaks, people listen. I don't know, man. I don't know. Ødegaard hasn't justified a starting place for 2 years now. He's definitely played more than he should because he has the armband. See, now I agree with that. This is why I want Eze. I don't think Eze fixes everything. I actually think we still need a left winger, which Eze isn't. But blood, bring him. I'm at that point. Sign him. Figure that crap out after, man. Adams 100%. He knows ball. Feels like it's the younger Arsenal fans that are losing their head. Don't think who wears the armband is deep. Today's game, though, Declan Rice and Gabriel are definitely leaders, but nothing will change. In the last few years, he's been captain. This wasn't an issue. Why is it now that he's had a bad season? To be fair, people have question marked that, but you're right. If Ødegaard starts getting assists and goals, nobody gives a monkeys. No one gives a monkeys. No one. Because what if the captain, because even the greatest of leaders, like the leader of a nation, you know, the army general going to war, there must be times where they lose their confidence. Pep Guardiola, go read his autobiography. Early days at Barca, he was doubting himself. He locked himself in the office. And one thing that gave him inspiration was Iniesta. Apparently, Iniesta was at the time one of the most quietest people. Didn't really say a word. He came in and said, "We fucking love what you did." So sometimes leaders lose things. As much as I need Arteta in the club to lift the players, sometimes they might have to lift him. You know, there might be times where he genuinely feels the tactics are off. I've let you lot down. These are the dynamics that I think people look at individuals too much as, well, they don't really look at them as individuals. They look at them as robots. You got to remember the human element of the game. The game hasn't changed. Captains nowadays are just bitches. Damn. Great content, young man. Andrew, appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Interesting contrast of opinions, man. Eze isn't better than Ødegaard, and those below par performances Eze has won't go under the radar, Arsenal. And that's for everybody, essentially. Everyone in the leadership group has worn the armband, and we won. Even Saka as well, to be fair, lost or drawn those games. No one gives a toss about captains. This ain't the 90s where players clean boots and that. Big up the Gooner. Make sure you're following his platform. When did people start confusing facts and opinion? Tony has an opinion, and as a legend, he deserves to be heard. No one alive has a better perspective, but he might be wrong. Does it help us? But what are you doing there, Gooner? You're using this. Football doesn't breed that. Social media doesn't breed that. A lot of people can't differentiate because you're allowed to say, I don't think Ødegaard should be at the club or be the captain. But you can't differentiate your opinion to maybe another perspective. 9 times out of 10, I think Arteta is shit and mad shit. So I'm going to gravitate and be around everybody who thinks he's shit. And it becomes an echo chamber. Or I think Mikel Arteta is the best thing since sliced bread. I'm going to find other people who think like that. Where really, you should be able to conversate with both parties, really. You don't lead from the wing. You know what? I disagree, but I'm with you in the sense that for me, my bias immediately is probably, when I'm speaking captaincies, is my goalie and centre half. I think that's probably a bit too old school because you see typically all the pitch. Or if you have a Declan Rice, like he's not Roy Keane, but them kind of man, I'm on that. I'm not really on the strikers being captain. Obviously, there's exceptions. Not really on the strikers being captain. Wingers, I haven't really considered it, but if you do your job, no one don't care, bro. We went from Emre's terrible captaincy group of 5 to a supposed players vote for Ødegaard. It's now time to get serious and start fresh with Gabriel, Rice, or maybe Saka, far better candidates. And to be fair, I could be wrong on this, but I think City had that. Like they voted their captains for a few years. And I think Pep's gone back this year or last year. I can't remember when I read this or if I read this. I'm paraphrasing. He's gone back to selecting. But it probably is a leadership group now. It's not a dictatorship. Well, I don't know. Ødegaard is the most sub captain ever. Take his armband now. I wouldn't give Saka the armband either. There's 2 in our squad that should get it. It's Rice and Big Gabby. I don't rate Rice like that, but Rice is a passionate guy. So as a London guy, Rice would make a better captain. He has a bigger voice with the armband, and you might get extra 5% out of him. You might because he's the captain but I don't believe that, you know. I just think Rice is going to do what Rice is going to do, innit? I think that's always been him. Like he's shown it at West Ham, shown it here. My hot take is I do think he'll get the captain's armband one day. I don't know when because I don't know how long Ødegaard's going to be here or I can't predict the future, but it could give him a boost because you're the captain. But I just think Rice is going to do what Rice is going to do. You move like a captain on and off the ground, off the pitch anyways. You was already way before you got the West Ham captain's armband. You was doing that stuff anyways. He was even at the Emirates when, remember, it might have been the summary sign of the year before. Arsenal played in the FA Youth Cup final, and we ain't touched the final too many times, but it ain't gone well. But we played West Ham. Rice was there. So he's going to do that stuff anyways. The biggest testament I can give to Declan Rice, beyond everything that he's done, technical ability and all of that, is it genuinely feels like you've always been here. I completely forget all the time that you signed from West Ham. It feels like you've been here forever. The real question is, does any of this matter when Arteta has said multiple people have a leadership position? But these things are not going to get views, bro. They're not going to get views, my guy. It's easier to scream and shout and have like just draw your line in the sand and just move mad. Absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy, man. Come on, DG. Let's not act surprised that the self-proclaimed most tolerant country in Europe shows how tolerant they are once again. Phil Fattel, of course, but this is England. It's unfortunate. DG brings all the brownies to the stream. We're trying to bring them in a real life. How you mean, dog? None of them can be first, but they all could be next. This is all entertainment. I'm a fool, man. I got to keep you lot entertained, man. We've got to be serious. We've got to be articulate. We've got to have a laugh for the joke. This is what football's about, and this is what the community is about. Would you still take Semenyo? Desperate times come for desperate measures, but I mean, I'd rather explore a lot of the other options, but I wouldn't be against Semenyo. Bournemouth are going to overprice us. Spare a thought for Bournemouth because I won't quite say they've been ransacked, but they've been ransacked defensively. What's that? Howson, Kirkes, Sibani. Like, bro, it's mad. Technically, Kepa's not, well, they can't really get vexed about Kepa because he was on loan, but Kepa's gone, and we know how big defensive stability is. But even when you look at Semenyo, time's ticking. Bournemouth have to source a replacement. I don't know where we're going. Didn't he sign a new deal as well? Everything doesn't need to be about color. It does. It doesn't, especially when we was talking about Ødegaard. But unfortunately, I'm not saying you, but the same people who say I don't see color in this and that, they're the first to say you black X, Y, Z, or you get it. It's jarring, bro. It's flipping jarring. Speaking of Rashi, pre the comments in his latest interview, you would have thought he said SYM to the Queen. We know why, bro. Like, we know why. At this point, people are just intentionally obtuse. They're stuck in their ways. Unpopular opinion. If you're going to educate people, educate kids. Not that I think you need that. I think one glorious thing about kids is they don't see color. It's a thing where you have a white guy, black guy, Asian guy, or say girls. Do you like cars? Do you like football? Are you fast? Are you strong? Do you collect Pokemon? That's that. I'm not on education, bro. If it's education, if there is some level of education, it's about recognizing unconscious bias in the media, the consistencies with how they describe players, the inconsistencies with when certain people buy houses or cars or dare to spend the multi-millions that they've actually earned being footballers. They ain't stole it versus others, and the way they're spoken about. You know, again, I'm not trying to make it like this, but the talking points around Jack Grealish and going to Everton and Marcus Rashford, it sums it up. If you want to educate people, educate them about that and recognize that. And I actually think we need to start going after journalists, because footballers get criticized, content creators get criticized, players and managers. These journalists get to hide behind the cloak of I might work for the Daily Mail, but Joe Blogs or whatever. That education, cool. Damn right, racism and ignorance. You don't need education. You're choosing to be a dickhead. You're genuinely choosing to be a dickhead. So you need to get thumped in your mouth. It's as simple as that. It gives too much freedom. And then even that, bro, like, with all this ID stuff coming in, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. He said what we've all been thinking. Big up DG. They attacked Henry for doing the same. Let's see if they'll do it to Mr. Arsenal. Of course they are. Bare youths are not old enough to even remember who Adams is. And even if you're not, you weren't about when Adams there, no one's going to pick up history book. They're just going to see it as, oh my God, you're coming after my king, Mikel Arteta. What's going on? This season, we need 11 captains and more. If everybody just stands up to do their job, we're cool, bro. I can't look at Ødegaard. Like, people need to understand, Ødegaard is never going to be, he might be in the change room. We never know. Ødegaard is never going to be that guy, drag him and move him mad. You be yourself. In the same way, Rice is never going to be soft. Like, everybody just do what they are as humans, innit? Same with Saliba and Timber. Like, you lead in your own way. Be your own selves. If everybody individually puts themselves in the right mindset, naturally the collective takes care of itself. I don't feel safe for them. PSG didn't even have a shot on target until the 84th minute. They have themselves to blame. Anytime it goes to penalties, it's peak, man. Why is this coming out as the season's about to start? Backing Ødegaard to the hill. You know what time it is, and prepare yourselves, Arsenal fans. Like, you know the talking point. Just like, if you didn't need any other example to prepare yourself for all of the highs and lows on the field, but how our club's going to be spoken about and in the internal wars, pre-season. Who's pre-season? And I do think some Arsenal fans are certified itches, and we'll say that, and victims. But what they're not going to do is act like, and I do think people blame refs. We are refs differently. Personally, I think the fact that Wenger was the first foreign manager to come here, that kicked it off. And obviously, when we had that 11 of black players, I think that kicked it off. We're defo judged differently. Everybody likes to pile onto stuff. Everybody that isn't connected to Arsenal loves to sit here and say, oh, they don't care about us and we're not good. All they do is compare their players to us, speak on us 24/7. I have never, ever seen a pre-season. And I'm not saying us Arsenal fans, the tactics, Arteta, what's going on? We can have those talking points. I've never, ever seen it magnified like this. So I don't want nobody to tell us anything. Because even me, I find myself becoming a bit of a villain now. It's us against the world. It's age till we freeze up, man. Simple as that. If you don't support Arsenal, fuck off. Simple as that. Respectfully. And that's another thing. Some Arsenal fans stop craving validation and biting from other fans. Unfortunately, man, are emotional. I'll defend my club if I think you're chatting shit. But like, if you, and this, it probably doesn't sell on YouTube, but if you can see someone's ignorant and they've already got an agenda, bro, what's the point? What's the point? Oh, you ain't got no rebuttal. You're rattled and bro. If I argue with an idiot, I've lost because he don't know he's an idiot. I know you're an idiot. Now I'm an idiot because I know better. I should be doing better. Darkness. Absolute darkness. Odegaard is the only captain I've seen to be subbed off so many times. He's a great player technically, but I seriously doubt his mentality when ish gets tough. Yeah, Odegaard's not respectfully, like, if you got into a fight in a pub or a nightclub, like, you wouldn't want Odegaard to be there, innit? Like, it's gonna get dark, but I hear it. Eze to Spurs. Darkness, man. It is what it is. And in fact, before we get into that, people, as well, I'm just enjoying the conversations that we're having. Let me make sure I've got all my tabs. Tab police, when we do get into it, you need to look away. But at this point, I see a lot of regulars. You know exactly what you get on this platform. Jacob Ramsey to Newcastle. Got a little sign in that. Got a little sign in that one. Let's go there. Let's go here. Keep your thoughts coming, folks. Yep, that's the one I want. Part that there. Okay, everything is good. Everything's blessed. These Arteta sexuals will shit on all legends if they say so much as one negative thing about their Lord and Savior. And that's the thing. I don't like the cultness. And that's very different from people who are fond of Arteta, believe he's the guy. I'm not speaking to them. Like the cultness. Like, I genuinely think some people, Arteta could shit in his hands and clap and they say, oh my God, that's innovative. And if you do think all of these things, like I said, I'm not debating. If you do think if he's a cult guy and he's this and that, I'm just, all right, cool. I want to, not the example I said, but I want to back him religiously. But you haven't earned that from me. You haven't. I can understand if people didn't give up on Wenger until the end, or Klopp until the end, or Ferguson to the end, or Jose to the end, because they earned that right. Because realistically, when it's all said and done, and again, no one can tell me I've got an agenda because I've given Arteta his flowers. But when it's all said and done, what have you done that I haven't seen at this club before? What have you done? And I don't mean that in a disingenuous way. What have you done? What have you done? You've done good stuff. You ain't done great stuff. What have you done that I ain't seen? I've seen a semi-final. Granted, we've been, well, our record in Europe's horrible, but what have you done? I've seen us touch that. Maybe not for a long time, but I've seen us touch that. I've seen us get second. There's nothing you've done that I ain't seen. I've seen us develop young players. And this is what I'm saying. If I'm saying all these good things about Arteta, naturally, raw. What's going on? It's like if your son is smart and he's getting great grades and all these things, are you not going to ask him what's going on if he's projected to get A's and he's getting a B plus or something? You're not going to ask, right? Like, you showing your lit. Like, what's going on? You can't want to sit at the big boy table. Some Arsenal fans want to have their cake and eat it. You can't gas up the team and the manager and not want to sit at the big boy table. And I'm not speaking about agendas, because agendas are jarring. I know I have a laugh and a joke with you lot with certain agendas, and I get content creators on, but if we're talking serious, you get it. Adams is spot on. Adams is right about Ødegaard, but he's wrong about the manager. I don't even know what he said about the manager. DGB Real Bo Rice being a captain English player with very good PR might result in a better relationship with refs during games. A bit of leniency here and there can help a lot. It could, but I'm sorry, that's not going to happen. Like, people can point back towards George Graham, and the greatest thing Graham said is we're supposed to not be liked. We're Arsenal. I think that's redundant because I was at the game at the Emirates. I know Rice being the captain might, based on what you said, but he still got sent off. It's not going to change nothing. It's not. We're hated, bro. And nobody can tell me anything about the refs. I do think fans exaggerate, and we have to now soldier through it. But there is about refs are human. And I imagine these refs watch football. If I'm a referee and I think Arsenal are divers, I might, and I know there's VAR, I might not give them the decisions. And let's be honest, we obviously, when Wenger walked in and all the stuff said about Wenger, obviously to this point, early doors in the Emirates when we had the small diminutive players, the whole point that we're soft, it resulted in legs broke, multiple legs being broken and collapsing happening. They're never going to be on side. I have to soldier through it. Or we're going to have to do the pussy old thing and just woe is me. And if you want to do that, just let me, if Arsenal want to do that, let me know, because then we can dead all this winning stuff. We can dead all of that. We just wing it. And I do think there's a section of our fan base that just enjoy the journey. And I understand where we used to be, but then what? Are we just going to rest on our laurels? We always got to push for greatness. We moved from South London, which is a bit of a smelly area in London, come to the in thing in London, took it to next levels. Graham did his thing. Wenger did his thing. Arteta, you got to do your thing. And we have to go, because I got big plans for this football club. Not that I can make anything happen. If it was up to me, we'd have several players with X Factor. The academy would be pumping more players out. We'd be making a lot more money on them academy players. We'd be involved in a multi-club structure. The loan system needs to be revamped as well. There's so much that we could be doing. And I'm sure whether you support Arsenal or some other club, you feel the same way. That should be the ambition. No greatness. Now it's about touching greatness. Greatness don't always mean trebles and that, but we ain't done nothing great. And I think you lot have the capacity, but you've got to want it. And I'm not even just speaking about the players and I'll tell you, got to want it. All the things we're good at, forget that. What are we bad at? Make the things we're bad at better than the stuff we're good at. Leave yourself no margin for error. Discipline. It hurts. But what hurts more than discipline? Regret. There's bare regrets. So I'll tell everybody, no one can tell me you ain't got no regrets from the summer to how last season panned out, from the start to the end, the season before that, and a bit harsh the season even before that, which we didn't we did overachieve in the club's KPIs, and that was trying to get top 4. But you get the point. Get the point. 60 likes, people, let's get to 150 minimum. Riley, tell them again, they're boying. They hate me, man, said Fabio Vieira. Harsh. I think I answered that one already. I'm hearing there's now 8 seconds for the keeper to kick the ball out, and they're going to enforce it. Rai will be sent off this year. Watch. What, when it's in their hand? Because if it's on the floor, like, you can't force a man to kick it. It's still in play. Technically, a striker can press. Eat it, ting, man. How are Arsenal letting Spurs sign Salvio, who is a left winger by trade, for 65 million? Can't lie, 65 million a bit steep for Silvino, but we should be involved in them kind of things, in my opinion. You guys too emotional when the topic pops up. I'll break down the Eze situation. I will sign him. Ødegaard sets the tone for the culture. He just needs to win a trophy, then our doubts will be settled. It is where it is, my perfect analogy. I've said several analogies, but I don't know which one you're referring to, but big up nonetheless, man. Shouldn't we be focused on the Man U game? This talk is senseless. Yeah. Big up catching SP. Hey, SP. I went to Filthy Fellas live show. I see SP still outside. I won't talk too tough, but yeah. But timing matters. Right before the season starts, questioning the captain creates noise and can undermine confidence. Ødegaard respects him, so hearing that isn't helpful for unity. It's true, but what I would say is, collectively as a club, they have shown that they won't listen to things outside externally, and you shouldn't. Obviously, the fans have an opinion. You have to test the temperature. But if they listen to what some fans were saying, we would think we're better than what we are. We'd think we're worse than we are. And again, you remember what kind of kicked us off to this point. And we had some highs and lows, but you remember Brentford? Brentford away will always stand out for me because of the Jamie Carragher and whatnot. If you listen to the outside noise, is what it is. Fans are fickle, bro. You win one game, you score a goal. If you're a striker, you're amazing. Even some fans showed it with Gyökeres. Slyly, it's one thing talking about the other fans, but 15 minutes, Gyökeres ain't changing nothing. Now everyone loves him. Really, realistically, there's only 3 opinions that matter if you're a footballer. In my humble opinion, it's not to negate fans' opinion. You don't have common sense. Fans' opinions are one thing, in it, and you can't disregard that. But there's only 3 sections of opinions you should care. Yourself. Because if you think you're as good as, if you think, like, let's just say Ødegaard, everyone thinks you're shit. If you think you're shit, then you are shit. If you think you can or can't do anything in life, you're right. Simple as the best piece of advice I've ever got. You're right. Because if you don't believe it, how can you conceive it? It don't make no sense. If you don't think you can get the brand in, wait, it's a mad thing, isn't it? You got to do that. The manager, because the reality is the manager could be wrong. But if the world don't want you to start and the manager does, he's the one that makes the decisions, isn't it? So there's that. And I don't know. Listen, I respect everyone's opinions, and if you don't believe in God, that's your business. But God, He's put you there for a reason. Don't waste your talent. Don't waste time. Time is a currency we all have to spend. All you can do is manage it. You all have to spend it. We're literally dying right now as we speak. And in the grand scheme of things, I'm a bit tapped in that. Football means the world to me. But if I was a footballer, which I'm not, we're all going to die anyways. Like, what's my biggest crime? Oh, I had a bad game. I didn't score a goal. I missed a penny. I didn't win a trophy. Okay. Let's go again, innit? Like, personally, likes for the intelligent expression of honest opinions. We're here because DG is a one-off. You're far too kind, my boy. But yeah, timing does matter, but you can't listen to it. You can't listen to it. And it would hurt me if I was on. I'm not saying Tony Adams is wrong, but it would hurt me if I was Ødegaard. But I can hear him. I can only try and prove him wrong. I can't let it consume me. You can't. When the world is booing you, you can't accept it. That's why you can't live for applause or boos, or you're going to live for the applause and die by the boos, as I always say. It don't make sense, man. Big up the mods. Big up my mods. Do-rag Rice on the mic. You can tell Rice is just... You can tell Rice is a floater in it in a good way. Like, he's good vibes. In the dressing room, everyone fucks with him. He's with the man them. He's with the geezers. He's probably at times with the... Who would you lot say would be the... Well, you never know, but the boring pack. Like, I wouldn't really want to be around Zinchenko and Norgard and Trossard and all of them kind of ones. He's probably floating in and around. He's probably just a good guy. Like, he's probably in many different social circles, in it. And I'm sure all the players do, but Rice just strikes me as someone... Rice just strikes me as someone that says hi to the tea lady. Remember, not even just hi. Oh, I heard you got married over the summer. You all right? I've got a lot of time for Rice, man. And he's in a nice way. He's a bit of an idiot, innit? Like, you don't take yourself too seriously, especially if you're playing for Arsenal or for England and you're in hotels and stuff. You would love for... Why for that? But you would love for Rice to be your roommate. You will catch so much jokes. Like, got time for him, man. Gabby or Rice should be captain for me. Tony Adams has led Arsenal to so much success and he's right. Odegaard ain't good enough. I hear it, man. I do. There is a time and a place. There is a time and a place, but just prove people wrong. Because if you're Odegaard, even though it's Adams, what are people saying that they ain't said? What would you hear if, assuming Adams said that today? What have you been told that you ain't been told already? That you shouldn't be captain, that you're not good enough, that you should be dropped. You've heard this all before already. Like, it shouldn't affect... Of course it's going to affect you, but it shouldn't affect you. You've heard it already. It's nothing new. You've heard it already. And if anything, I'd love to speak to Ødegaard, car. You must have some level of a strong mentality. Yeah, you're a pretty boy. I wouldn't want to, if I got into trouble in a nightclub and I was with Ødegaard, then boy, it is what it is. I'm not even expecting you to help me. But you've been that sensationalized 14, 15, 16-year-old, and no disrespect to Norway, yeah? Obviously, he was seen as a wonder kid. It's very different to... if he was a wonder kid in England, because obviously you got Max Dowman, you got that Rio, you at Liverpool, you're the golden boy at Norway. You're the golden boy. You've gone Real Madrid. Even with Real Madrid, I'm sure he went straight into Real Madrid B. Didn't really work out. You're captain for Norway. You're captain at Arsenal. You've dealt with all these things already, and you're still dealing with it. And then last season, where your legs, I'm exaggerating, but your legs hanging off, you've dealt with it. So it's one thing, yeah, he's not flying into tackles, but you must be strong mentally. Prove these brothers and sisters wrong, man. Simple as that. Nah, my hair's raggle right now, but I appreciate that. Next week, Carnival. What is Carnival? Yeah, man. Big up Tony Adams, sees the truth about Ødegaard. I disagree. In-game leadership matters in all elite team sport, whether it's F1, NBA, or football. You need leaders on the field and in the dressing room. 100. I hope I haven't conveyed a point that is different from that, because I agree with that. Maybe I didn't articulate my thing well enough. Boy, Eze to Spurs, we'll get into all of that, man. We'll get into all of that, man. No rush, no rush, no rush, no rush. In the Norwegian team, Ødegaard about a year ago was not allowed creative freedom before the World Cup qualifiers, but that changed around the time of the qualifiers and he was given complete freedom. Boy, these legends don't love the club. They want Arteta to fail. Disagree. They're allowed there, but you can't tell me, sorry, go. I disagree. Tony Adams fucking loves this club. Thierry Henry loves this club. They love it. I'm not saying you, but I think some people are in their feelings too much. And obviously, they come from a different time. I feel like I'm a bit of a weird one in that. I'm born in 95. I kind of come from that. Like, if you didn't win, it don't matter. That kind of thing. And I do think, because I always say this in school, it went from, for me, like if I'm in a race, if you don't win, it's not that you can't learn. You need to lose in life. And it's not that, you can't, yeah, I finished second or third. But if it's not first, it don't matter. Now we're in that stage in that it's gone into it's the competing that matters, whether you come first or eighth. There is a level of football's not just about winning, or sport's not just about winning. There's so much things you can learn from sport, but there is an element where it is just about winning and losing, haves and have-nots. And Arsenal are at that stage. Bare adversity and learning curves have been there. We need to now win. And don't get it twisted. When you win, there's bare things to learn. Now, that's when we see truly what Arteta's like and these players are like. You're at the top of the mountain. Do you want to stay there? Because you should, really and truly, you should have your great day out, open parade, all those things. Tomorrow, it don't mean nothing. Back again. So I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say they want man to fail, but they got eyes. There's no way you could 100% say Arteta needs to go. And there's no way you can say 100% Arteta is the guy. Because he's shown a mixed bag. You can believe, and again, don't get confused. You can believe he can eventually get over the line and you could want him to stay for 20 years. That's your business. You could believe that, oh, yeah, he's shown some good stuff, but maybe he's hit his glass ceiling. I'm talking for the extremities. So, yeah, man. Been a good stream. I feel like I'm in top form, man. That's why Ødegaard is doing so well for country, while Arsenal feels like he still has those restrictions. The Colt came for me. I'm not bothered. Ødegaard is a poor captain. He runs away from the ball, can only pass to Saka, and has a pillow for a foot. Just has to prove you wrong. All right, S, appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. DG, I think the team has outgrown Ødegaard as a captain. I hear that. Those of you yet to subscribe, what you waiting for? Ask them again, my boy. Ask them again, my boy. I'll take Cess after Arteta. I will say this, Arteta, I hope you win, innit? Cesc Fabregas, keep WhatsApping me. Xabi Alonso, tell me how it goes at Real Madrid. Luis Enrique, there's 15 million a year there. We got peas. Chat to me, broski. Simple as that. There's an Arteta out coat. There's bare coats, bro. There's bare coats. There's Arteta out coat. There's Arteta in coat. 100%. We need 100 likes minimum. Minimum. Are you mocking the British accent again, Karma? What? You keep drawing us English dons out. We got better voices than you Americans, for sure. Ødegaard became captain by works, not by merits. Jorginho speaks like, 3-4 languages. He's obviously a leader behind the scenes. And Jorginho just... listen, Jorginho went carnival. I miss you at the club, innit? I know it's irrelevant, but yeah. If I'm seeing my captain disappear on the pitch, I'm not listening to him. It's simple. Boy. Then we sell him. We're so bad for keeping players over their time. That I agree with, Bailey. No one is bigger than the club. Provide the service you're paid for or get moved on. I hear that. I agree with that. I don't think Gabriel is a captain. I think giving it to him will change the way he plays. For me, Rice, first choice, and then Ødegaard. How would it change? Because then you could argue it changes the way Rice plays. How would it change? How would it change? Because he's already a madman. He's already a madman. He's already a madman anyways. I do think Ødegaard's looked sharper in pre-season. I do think there's been people are vexed about him and that. And I think there's been a lot of dishonest dialogue regarding him, man. If I'm honest. Arteta limits / shackles Ødegaard, in my opinion. I believe so. I think there's an attacking tax that has to be afforded to all of our attackers, in which obviously the Bilbao game was a step in the right direction. But if I remove the positives or the negatives, you could say it's a blip in it, because that's one game. Preseason, I haven't really seen that. I need that to be the thing. But then at the end of the day, Ødegaard's got to step up, bro. You got to step up. I'm not asking you to dance past 20 million players and put the team on your back, but I've seen you step up. You need to get back to it. Appreciate you, my guy. This is why I rate your content. Thank you, man. I think removing the captaincy would be the start of phasing him out from the starting lineup. I rate him, but feel the squad is moving past him in a way. And he's got to prove it's not. I'm with you, lot. This is why I said, obviously, I would say Martinelli, Kai Havertz, Ødegaard, you're not going to be here next season, but you three, that trinity, I'm looking as to what's going to happen with you lot. If you lot are playing out of this world, that can change things. I just feel those are 3 areas. Ødegaard probably the last to go because of the captaincy. Havertz is more about not a diminutive role, but you're not going to be a starter like that, and you're on big money. Martinelli, it's Martinelli, innit? Love the guy. You lot know this, but yeah. Arsenal waiting on Rodrygo. Where are you seeing that? Where are you seeing that? Where are you seeing that? There's no way Rodrygo is leaving Madrid to join Arsenal. Allow us, man. Everyone will slag every legend who is not on the payroll. Petit, Adams, such PR merchants elsewhere. Truth hurts. All right, Melina, one love, man. Tony was a shouter on the pitch, but that's not all about being captain. Training, ground, hotel, team bus. That's where a captain is. Exactly. And we need more than one captain. Well, everyone, let's stop saying captain. Everyone just got to be leader, innit? In your own way. And beyond that, everyone just play to their full potential. Like, everybody. Because I don't really care if Ødegaard's captain material or not. If you just start doing them saucy left-footed passes and you're playing out of this world, and we're talking about, oh, can he get double figures for assists? And you do one thing with Ødegaard, I need you to get some goals, bro, because you're in them areas. And I need you to get the goals. I know what Saka's going to do. I know what Gyökeres is on. Other than that, where's the goals coming from? Zubamendi, I'm not expecting you to score goals, but, you know, I imagine you're going to be more than just a 6, a controller, like a bit like we got a bit more out of Rice in all phases of the game. Maybe you can get that. Rice, it depends the role you're playing per se, because if you're playing that role like you did against Bilbao, I don't think you get as many goals, but you've got the capacity to chip in. There's defenders doing what they're doing. And who knows, maybe with the burden not on Kai Havertz to score all them goals, You might see him getting 8, 9+ goals or whatever, because he has chipped in with that. You might see a Martinelli chipping here and there, but I don't want reliance on these dons, because it's very different with you lot chipping in and us using you as part of the squad and against tired legs. If we're relying on you lot, we ain't learned. We have not learned. And that, to which I will say, I hope everything works out. That's it. I hope everything works out. Because at some point, if you're doing the same things again and again and again, same things are going to happen. I don't want to hope anymore. I need tangible. And I don't mean that, honestly, people, in a positive or negative way. I don't want to hope anymore. I don't want to hope Jesus stays fit. Martinelli does this one does that. I want to know what I'm getting. My defenders, I know what I'm getting from you lot. Saka, I know what I'm getting from you. Rice, I know what I'm getting from you. Zubamendi, fuck it, I'll put my neck on the line. I know what I'm getting from you, and you ain't even kicked a Premier League ball. It's not that I don't rate the other players, but that's a handful of dons. And yeah, people make mistakes. Things happen. It is what it is. If nothing changes, nothing changes, man. Rodrygo is content with not playing at Madrid. I sent some Neymar vibes. To be fair, Neymar bust out of Barcelona at PSG. You don't lead from the wing. Yeah, ask Messi, Beckham, Robin, Bale internationally. He's a captain without being a captain. Exactly. Rice don't take free kicks because the captain uses his privilege. I can't lie. Ødegaard, it's a Rice thing. I need Rice to score a free kick again. Do you know what? That's probably, and again, I know people will laugh, but that's probably where I feel that, like, my season as an Arsenal fan peaked still. City, if the Real Madrid game never happened, I would have said City, but the second free kick going in, it's like, in that moment, it's like, raw. We never quite felt that high again, innit? We never, man. So basically, what people in the chat are saying is forget what the players want or vote for as a captain. Let fans dictate who the captain should be based on nothing more than vibes. Discipline has been an issue for us. Change of captaincy may improve this. Leadership and example on and off the field. Rice is level-headed. But how do we know Ødegaard isn't level-headed? Like, we can criticize his quote-unquote leadership, but how do we know he's not got that? This hate train on Ødegaard is going way too far. Rice should be captain, but I don't think Ødegaard is that bad of a captain. As what's being said, for me, Gabriel is fine, as in no need to put pressure on him. But man, think that armband, some Super Mario power up, as if things ain't decided by one stamina. Boy. Anyone saying that Adams is wrong, jealous, or should shut up is ridiculous. Everyone forgetting Tony also said Mikel isn't a winner from a non-Arsenal fan. So Ødegaard, Arteta, you two are the best match made in heaven. If Adams prove people wrong, because people are sitting here and telling me Adams hates Arsenal. No, he wants to say, I agree with stuff that they say. I agree with Henry. I just feel with them, it's not even a hurting people's feelings thing. It's just they're being honest. They're being honest, like. So yeah, man, it is what it is. Did anyone say the UK is perfect? Definitely not. No country is perfect, man. No country is perfect, man. No country is perfect. Gyökeres should be on pens. I hear it. Slandering our own players is one of the reasons we struggle to sell them for decent money. Our fans sometimes. I hear that part, really. In the footballing world, like, there's our footballing world, and then there's the thingies out there, like the real footballing world. Really? Of course, there might be times clubs judge climates and that, but really, I don't think so. I think it's more the ability, putting people on big wages, people falling off, and all of this stuff. I don't think fans' opinions on players changes much, if I'm completely honest. It can't. It's not making sense, in my humble opinion. Rice cannot carry this team. He's not our best DM, and he's not an attacking midfielder. This is about nationality. Ethan should step up and take that spot. Bro, I'm on that. Ethan, take Ødegaard's spot. Ødegaard, don't let them take your spot. Eze, come and take someone's spot. It shouldn't, like, bro, we're not here to make friends. We need to get out of there. Of course, we're comrades, but we're not here to make friends. We're here to try win stuff. And I must admit, the way football is now, it's too kumbayari and too nice, and that go to war. If you go to war in training and war with each other, it's in the best interest. Because for me, if you're going to do that with your teammates, then the world's fucked, because these men are strangers. Like, it's very difficult for me to accept where football is now. I have seen us win a league title down the road at White Hart Lane, and Sol Campbell and Jens Lehmann are onto each other. We all know how competitive Dennis Bergkamp and Henry was, or even Ian Wright and Bergkamp. We know how it got in training. I'm not saying that isn't the case. I'm just saying this friend thing, you need togetherness and all of that. But it's going too far now. We're not here to make friends. All that stuff is a byproduct. We don't know who really likes each other. Because when these guys get married, it's not all their teammates going. United and Chelsea get slaughtered and still get sold. Exactly. Garnacho could still go for Chelsea on bumping themselves for him. It's not making sense, man. People that bring race and nationality into it are exactly what they call out. Bro, there's many things that are racist and have to do with color. This ain't one of them. Now, I knew Adams is on some foolishness when he said Rice is better than Arteta. As a footballer, Rice was if he's talking about a footballer, it can't be a manager because Rice ain't been a manager. But as a footballer, Declan Rice is clear of Mikel Arteta, respectfully to him. Come on, man. Come clear of him. Horrible. What does overguarded compare? How does overguarded compare to your previous number 10s? That's horrible. I mean, some Arsenal fans, I like Ødegaard, but some Arsenal fans used to fight me not even last year, the year before, when they were saying he's better than Mesut Ozil. I'm not sorry. The word creative, like, forget all the tactical crap. Ødegaard, Ozil. You think creative or creativity. Sorry, Ozil, you can't. I'm sorry, Ødegaard, you can't talk to him. You might have been more of a success in the Premier League and all that, but not that. Has Ødegaard even hit his prime yet? Or has he gone past? I don't know. You can't talk to him. You cannot talk to him. You cannot talk to him. If only Ødegaard had your work rate, eh? I mean, Ozil had your work rate. Where would we be in this life? But it coulda, woulda, shoulda. SLD's on some idiot thing. Arteta was better than Rice. Arteta is on David Silva levels. I mean, he is Spanish. It was difficult to get in the Spain team, but I remember they used to say Almunia and Mikel Arteta could all play for England one day. We were in a bit of a bad state, man. But yeah, if I share my screen with you lot, keep your thoughts coming, folks. Oh, why is it not sharing? Let's see exactly what was said. Tony Adams has urged Mikel. Oh, well, let's pause that. Pause that, man. Fuck. Tony Adams has urged manager Mikel Arteta to strip Martin Ødegaard of the captaincy if they wish to win the Premier League. Now, we're just going to skip to exactly what was said. He's got a really big call to make this year. For me, he hasn't done it. If he was going to strip him, he would have done it already. The call is to make Rice the captain. I think Declan is my kind of captain, and it might free up Ødegaard to play with a bit more freedom. Right, damn, what happened here? Ex-Crystal Palace defender and podcast host who trained England football stars jail for 14 years. Damn. Darkness. But anyways, every now and again, as a manager, you have to put someone who reflects you, who reflects the football club that you think can actually take you to the next level. When asked if he thinks Rice reflects Arteta, Adams resorted, I think he's better than Arteta. But what does the better thing mean, though? Because that's what one of you lot said. What does the better... Help me, people. What does that better comment mean? Because that's... I listen, Adams, you're my guy, but that's where I'm thinking, oh, you know what? It's looking a bit mad. I'm just saying he's got an opportunity this year to actually turn into a winner. To win league titles, you have to be a Jurgen Klopp. You have to be a Alex Ferguson. You have to lead by example. You have to be a winner. You have to go about your business, and that reflects in your captain. And I'm seeing Declan Rice as a captain, but I'm saying to Arteta, come on, step up now. It's your time to be a winning manager. To be fair, I say that, and a fantastic manager, because you're not going to win the league with Ødegaard as a captain. I disagree with that part, per se. Because in the last 3 years, when it's all said and done, we could have won the league. We didn't, and we have to look at why. But if those shortcomings weren't there, and what happens? And then what are we going to look at when if Ødegaard wins the Prem next year? Which, I don't know, man. I agree with some things. He sounds a bit mad in others. He's got someone in there who's going to play every game all season. That's going to encourage people to come in and lay the foundations of a winning team. Declan Rice can do that. Ødegaard can't. Come on, Arteta, make him captain. This is a bit of a madness, people, where Gyökeres is concerned. A shooting and alleged blackmail plot are being investigated by cops for links to Arsenal's 64 million signing of striker Victor Gyökeres after a bitter transfer battle. The relative of an agent connected to the drawn-out deal was caught in the double blast in Stockholm, Sweden. I hope everybody's all right. Said blackmail and insults were not forced through. Police in Sweden face rising levels of gang crime. We're trying to establish if the shooting and alleged plot to wring out cash were linked to the transfer. Detectives were looking into whether 2 shots fired in the Hudridge near Stockholm were an attempt to murder a family member of an agent who had connections to the deal. Flipping hell. The relative is thought to have bragged about receiving a slice of the 64 million signing fee. You see why? There's evil eye and red eye people out there, possibly triggering the claims that he was being pressured for money in a blackmail bid. Police dashed to the shooting scene after locals reported hearing banging outside. No one was injured. Okay, so fortunately, no one was injured. But yeah, moving on, you would have seen Fabrizio Romano say Tottenham are prepared to open formal talks with Crystal Palace Thursday. The plan is to return to the table, reported 2 days ago, 100% confirmed, and also confirmed that Eze will be keen on the Spurs move if the clubs can agree on a fee. Now, we ain't really learned nothing there because, you know, Alex Ferguson, Fabrizio has this habit of saying the same things bare times. So we've known this already per se. Romano did say Crystal Palace and Norwich both made contact with Arsenal for Dan Casey. Arsenal have tabled an offer to keep Casey as he's currently out of contract, talks ongoing. He did get 20 goals with the under-18s and he would leave for a compensation package. Had a very good season last year. Don't think he's got the scope like some of the other young players, but based on the season, I mean, we were talking about him here, but he didn't really get the limelight that he should have. I think he should be very bullish about chances at under 21s level. He did very well, scored a lot of clutch goals, but the pathways probably you do have to. It's one thing talking about Max Dowman and Wanyeri and Lewis Skelly. Sometimes you have to watch sometimes it's the ones that you don't think are going to make the grade that might exceed certain expectations. But I don't feel you're going to quite make it. Maybe because of the pathway and there's other players in those positions. Maybe if you go Crystal Palace or Norwich, there is scope for such people. Spurs are set to make a bid for Eze, reports Ben Jacobs. TalkSport understands. Eze is open to the move and wants to both play Champions League football and ideally stay in London. Arsenal also hold an interest in Eze, and a late window move cannot be discounted. The desire to give Wanyeri minutes at 10 this season has led to some hesitation within Arsenal as to whether to add another central attacker. They could look to bring in another left winger instead if Trossard or Martinelli depart. We've heard that all summer. Spurs are set to launch an opening bid for Eze and are moving fast to avoid an Arsenal counter. Jack Wilshere has decided against returning to Arsenal in an academy role and will instead focus on taking his first steps into senior management. I found this funny, people, the way the Arteta out 11, you know, you've got Kenny King in goal, Troops right back, Southern Gooner centre half with Yardman. Respectfully, no disrespect to Lion Text TV, I don't know who that is. Dan Potts, Turkish Jez centre mids, Northside Lee and Curtis Shaw up front. To be fair, you should probably swap Lee and Curtis because Curtis is actually a forward. Big up Famzone TV, and he said now do the Arteta ins and middle grounders, me, Hooks, DG, Scripto, SB, Catch, GYAL. I mean, SB's going midfield. I'm going right back. Hooks, 11 aside, it's a goalie thing, my brother. I don't think you got the capacity for that one there. It's cool, my guy. If you want Rafael Leão, you're going to be bitterly disappointed. Apparently, Romano has said he has never been an option for Arsenal, and Arsenal won't go for him. The player will stay at AC Milan this summer. Do you not think that's good or not? David Ornstein on Eze. There's a lot of talk about Eze's release clause, 60 million plus 8. That's the sort of money that Crystal Palace would be looking for. To my knowledge, neither Arsenal or Tottenham are prepared to pay that level of finance to do the deal. We know with Arsenal, the situation seemed to be linked to Wanyeri's future. If he was going to leave, clearly Arsenal were lining up a deal for Eze. With Wanyeri signing a new deal, the need for Eze or another player in that position was less pressing, and maybe they were then focusing on other areas. It's not that Eze is gone from the agenda. There's great affection for Eze at Arsenal and vice versa. We need to keep an eye on that situation, but there will also be considerations at Arsenal on the price, age profile, and position. Surprising, never said resale value there. AFC Camden said Arsenal made contact with Eze's people in the last 24 hours to reiterate intentions. Arsenal board were only willing to sanction signing once Fabio Vieira, Leandro Trossard, and Nelson are sold. But we've heard Nelson only wants to go on loan. Trossard, you know, he's linked with Aston Villa today, but for all the noise, he ain't gone nowhere. Fabio Vieira, it seems like he's of the three, he's the one that will probably go. Don't know where we're at with the Stuttgart talks, but that's been there. As there are too many players in Eze's position and no resale value, we need to get a move on. But yeah, but they're all shit. He's better than them. I know there's business things that have to be done. Porto have shown an interest in Zinchenko and are understood to have made contact with Arsenal, sources have told Give Me Sport. Though conversations are still at an early stage, Zinchenko is believed to be open to a potential move. Zinchenko said, I'm quite grateful that my girls are not yet at an age where they're exposed to social media and don't have to read nasty stuff about their dad who can't get into the Arsenal team anymore. It was easily the worst season I ever experienced as a professional. The sense of rejection you feel if your manager no longer believes in you can take the stuffing out of you, even if you're the most resilient guy on the planet. My heart bleeds for you, and I've spoke more in depth for the video I did earlier. But at the same time, can you not hear that? Please tell me you can hear that. You can't hear that. That's the world's smallest violin. Nobody cares. And I don't mean that in a disingenuous way. Nobody cares. Every player that's not playing, it is what it is, isn't he? big up yourself. When you signed for us, you did change our life in your own little way, but you can't defend. Other man can do the inverted role. It's no longer, you've never been great defensively, but your pros are outweighed by the cons. It's not what it used to be. If you're that unhappy, cut, bro. And for what it's worth, I don't blame you if you cut. I don't blame you if you want to stay because your family's cool and you want to run down your contract and see what it's saying next year and the wages you're getting you might not get elsewhere. I don't blame you. But allow all of this. And I hear that. I hear that. I do hear that. But reality is, for some reason or another, you're not going to play 10. You're not playing in midfield. You're not playing in any attacking position. If you're playing left back, you're behind Calafiori. You're behind Timber there. You're defo behind Miles Lewis-Skelly. Mascara could probably play there. Hot take. So yeah, man, it is what it is. And again, I ain't got it to hand, but he's talking about his wife is sad and all these things. She doesn't want to show that she's affected for fear of upsetting me even more. But every once in a while, the mask slips. Of course, that's her man. She's a real lady. She's backing you. But bro, we ain't got time for this, bro. Aston Villa have been linked with Trossard, people. Apparently, Aston Villa have held talks with Arsenal over a deal for Trossard. Initial discussions between the two clubs took place on Tuesday as Aston Villa looked to test the Gunners' resolve over the Belgium. Trossard has been informed of the approach. It's understood that the decision regarding his future will be left entirely up to the player. It's important to note that this is not the first time the Birmingham club have inquired about Trossard. A similar conversation was held in January when Arsenal were negotiating a new contract with the player, an offer that remains on the table but is yet to be unsigned. Back then, Villa were told he was not for sale, as Arsenal were confident that a new contract could be agreed. Would you let Trossard go without bringing in a player? Just want to know. However, since then, tangible progress has been hard to come by. So there's been a contract offer on the table. One reason or another, there's no progress. Is that Trossard not wanting to stay? Is it wanting more terms? Is that him being open to playing for Arsenal and staying at Arsenal, or entertaining everything and keeping all options open? Trossard is also considering interest from other clubs, with Arsenal valuing him at around 18 million, a figure well within Villa's reach, especially with Jacob Ramsey's imminent big money move to Newcastle amid growing interest in Leon Bailey. As first reported by Football Transfers, Brentford have also made contact over Trossard as the Bees eye a proven Premier League attacker to strengthen their forward options. It comes after Reese's ongoing push to join Newcastle. Apparently, Arteta would prefer to keep Trossard and the player is open to remaining at the Emirates. Sources have suggested there could yet be an agreement on fresh terms despite months-long stalemate. And again, he could be given more first-team football. Brentford are still linked with him as well. Respectable bids for Trossard would likely be considered, though it's not guaranteed he'll depart Arsenal, even though discussions have stalled. A lot of what we're hearing about some of these players we've heard all summer, innit? Imagine this little boy who dedicated his entire existence to becoming good at one particular thing and then finds at 28 that he's no longer needed. There are others who can do the job for him. It's not a nice feeling. But then go where you're celebrated, not tolerated then. Because you could go start somewhere else. What do you mean? What's going on? He's available to leave Arsenal before deadline day, I guess, although the player is given consideration to seeing out the final year of his contract and moving on a free in 2026. Arsenal naturally would prefer a sale in this window. Real Madrid officials have informed Rodrygo that they are ready to listen to offers from him. I heard this before. Both City and Arsenal are interested, and the Brazilian would be open to joining either team. I've heard that before. We've got defo gone over that. Is there anything new? Anything new in this world? Premier League refs to crack down on set piece holding. Huh. Funny that. What's this? Might as well see what that is saying about Eze, shouldn't we, folks? In case it's something new. Okay, that's Ramsey. No one don't care what Jamie Carragher has to say. Tottenham are set to make a bid, blah, blah. They view him as a 10 and their pursuit is separate to the pursuit of Cities. Spurs are hoping to move quickly and have been told by Eze's camp terms will not be an issue. He wants to stay in London. We've seen that. We've gone over that. Spurs will not trigger the 68 million clause. So they could get him done, but that might be a window of opportunity, Arsenal. But Spurs are actually trying to get it done. We haven't sold anyone. We're still playing, twiddling our funds. Our thumbs, apologies. Reece Nelson would prefer a one-season loan as opposed to a permanent move. I hear it, but all of this, one man wants to run down his deal, this one wants a loan, and these are not players that are wavy to be doing all of this. Kivior's open to leaving. Again, we're in no rush to sell, and no club has come close to his asking price, so there's nothing there, essentially. We're going to have to see, man. I am starting to believe that nothing else is going to be brought by our club, but yeah. Nothing new under the sun. I hear it. Everything has an expiry date. Get on your bike, Zinni. No way after signing Calafiori should Zinni have been surprised to be dropped, bro. Like, it is what it is. Zinni stuff made me cringe. Nelson doesn't want to leave Arsenal at all. You're 25, bro. Max Dalman's probably in his dad's ballsack when you made your debut. Like, time has gone, bro. Like, I don't mean that in a disingenuous way. It's just, bro, like, it is what it is. Like, it is what it is. We're not good for each other. Like, we had some great memories. We need to go in another direction. We have to let go. This relationship is mad right now, Nelson, and I hear it. We should bring Ramos and leave from PSG to Arsenal. I'd more want Lee than Ramos. Wages are a big problem for us. You can see other teams getting good fees due to low wages. Diaz 65 on a 60k a week wage. I hear it. But I hear it. I hear it. I hear it. But Rice has big lungs and can shout. Hey, let's say that. Let's not do that Zinchenko stuff. Everyone knows Eze has a 68 million release clause, yet no one activated because Palace don't want to negotiate. So everyone is just going to wait for the clause to expire tomorrow and the price to drop at market value. Adams didn't say anything wrong. Boy. My man said, woe is me. The manager doesn't trust me anymore. Stop the damn waterworks, Zinni. I feel sorry for you. I'm sure you want to play. You got two options. Either you fucking fight tooth and nail to show Arteta that, right, I'm the best left back, or I might change something in midfield, or you keep it moving. This ain't a holiday camp. My heart bleeds for you, but you're in life, unfortunately, everything's got an expiry date. And whether it's romantically, professionally, everybody's useful until they're useless. This is the belly of the beast. This is what the dunya is, unfortunately. Unfortunately. You had some good times, bro. It's just over now. If Ethan flops, fans are going to come back to this transfer and never trust upper management again. I mean, Waneri's got to, show that he can play and whatnot. But again, you're betting on an 18-year-old where he has to be all players their form will fluctuate. But as much as I like Waneri, he still needs to learn to be consistent over 90 minutes, let alone, God forbid, I'm assuming that, God forbid, Ødegaard gets injured. Waneri's going to start. Personally, I think he'll drop Havertz in there. You don't even know what to say. Arteta, you're going to have to hold that. Make it work. Because if anything happens and Kai has to go up front or he has to go in midfield or you're betting on Ethan and if the Madueke left wings thing works, great. If it don't, you as a club have to hold that. You have to. Is Rice at Xhaka's level? He's not as good as in the final third as Xhaka, but I wish I would have loved Rice before Xhaka. And I think Rice is better for us than Granit. Man looked at Hooks and said, yeah, big man getting goal. Nah, Hooks, man. 11 or something. I'm not even beefing Hooks. Shout out Hooks, man. But he's like 7 foot, friendly giant, man. Make sure you're following halftime Hooks. It's a centre-back thing. It's a goalie thing. Like, Hooks, maybe he's got a burst of pace, but I don't want SB in midfield threading passes and he's not running. He's going to look like Lacazette when Lacazette was tired, man. We've all got I would love to play up front, but it's a fullback thing, bro. It's a goalie thing, man. Don't worry, man. Hooks, you got this, bro. You got this, man. You got this. You got this. You got this. Ash AX. Oh, sorry, this ain't to me. DG, good morning and blessings. Right back at you, my dude. Right back at you. We keep going after the coach, but all the players need to step up. The coach can do so much, but on the day of the game, the players go out there and work hard. I hear that. But I think the players have played more to their potential than Mikel Arteta. It's been a couple of years now with the low blocks and all these things. Arteta's got to evolve as much of these players. And at the end of the day, this is your squad. If Kai was on, like, if I don't want to hear if Gyökeres doesn't bang that Arteta didn't want him. What the hell? Because he bagged for his country, he bagged for Coventry, he bagged for Sporting. And the way we have been playing, obviously Bilbao exception, but it should be a striker's dream. And we need to get away from you can only perform with the players you get. Exaggerated example. But if you wanted Saka, Saka's not here, and he got Salah, and Salah don't bang, what are we saying? If you wanted Haaland and got Isaac, what are we saying? Or if you wanted Isaac and Haaland, what are we saying? It's all got to work, bro. Because at some point, there's been new players, Berta's come in, the owner's not going anywhere. At some point, it is doing overtime. You're going to have to, unfortunately, look at the gaffer. 6'3" bias. Come on, man. Bro, we all got to play our roles. I'd prefer to play left back because I might be able to cut in on my favorite right foot. You know the thing already, but like, come on, man. You know what? I have to realize this. Like, if you watch this,
against this right back, Charlie, definitely.
Everybody's got to play to their strengths. And to be fair, if there's Mikel Arteta in out, we need to make a middle Gooners because I couldn't play for either team. Forget about the club, man. I ain't really got affiliates tease to everyone. Stripping Odegaard's armband is too controversial and not worth the bad PR. Need to increase goal catalogue. I hear it, man. I've hit the post too many times. I'm trying, man. I'm a fullback. 1 goal wonder, man. You think Declan Rice ain't gonna live off those? Well, to be fair, he scored 2. But them 2 goals against Thingy, them 2 goals against Madrid. Cut back as a left back, nasty. I'm living off that. Did you really say Coventry? Have you been? That place is dead, and they're in the Championship. It don't count if it's not top 5 leagues. Now, okay, but then that means you're not rating in Buemo. You're not rating Watkins. You're not rating Vardy. How much? You're not rating Bowen. How much? You're not rating Eze. You can't disregard the Championship. You mentioned top 5 leagues, excluding the top 5 leagues. The Championship is there, and my point being, if a man has, I don't think you understood my point. If a man bagged at Coventry, bagged at Sporting, bags for his country, that's 3 different locations. He now comes to a 4th in England, back to England with Arsenal, and he's not bagging. There's something with the tactics. Now, of course, there's mitigating circumstances, transition, space. Teams are going to set up a certain way. I am looking, the player in Gyökeres would have to answer questions, but I am looking at the manager. Everything this year has to make sense, and that's not like everything. At the end of the day, you're the gaffer, you know. Cooks, DG said you ain't got pace. Bro, come on. You're not expecting me to be that, bro. I'm not expecting Hookster to be Usain Bolt running in behind. You cannot expect me at 5'8" to be that good in the air. And on top of that, I'm really not on heading. Everyone play to their strengths for the greater good. Big up DG, waiting for the call from Rants. Tomorrow, me and Rants go to war. Sunday, we shut you United fans up. And then next Friday, woof. You're not good for each other. Damn, DG. That what you tell the last girl. Nah, what did I say? Nah, if you want to, I said if you want to leave, innit? Because that's probably my toxic trait. Like, because that's the thing about women. Like, if I'm real, like, they say one thing and then mean another. No one, someone saying they don't care and leave me alone and all of this. And I can tell you don't mean it, bro. I'm good. I can only go off what you say. I have too much pride. Because if you say that, that means you don't rate my thing. And I might rate you, but I rate me more than I rate you or anyone in this world. Like, I am not no side character. I am the main actor in this movie, in my movie, like you lot should be in your life. Last few days, we find ourselves talking about women. Yeah, man. And I'm not saying it's easy, but, bro, you just pop out the chest, charge it to the game. Calm. That's one gone, the next one born. It's simple. Simple, man. And you got to embrace the pain, bro. Like, I ain't going to sit here and say it don't hurt and shit. Like, you just got to affirm that, hold that. Like, don't start crying and that. Nah, man. I didn't know Zinni was only on about 20 bags at City. His agent played a blinder. He was going to get an uptake in wages, but flipping hell, where do you, mate? Like, flipping hell, mate. Almost 200 likes. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Let's go, man. Big up the Twitch gang as well. 174. We must can. Yeah, he's happy for MLS, man. Let him do his thing. I don't think he said anything wrong. I just don't. It's not that I don't care, bro. We've all got a sub story. I could sit here and bring sub stories from my personal life, let alone Arsenal. Oh, we didn't win it in 2022, 23. We didn't win it the year after. We didn't win it last year. We beat Real Madrid. It was a movie. We didn't get it done. We're second again, bro. No one ain't got more them things than us Arsenal fans, you know. We're shit in Europe. We ain't won something in 20 years. So my heart bleeds for you. But everyone's got a sub story. All of us. No one cares. Respectfully. Come on, man. Hopefully, now that Berta has arrived, we do better on sales than previous years. Ultimately, the wage bill has to dramatically come down if we need any more additions. But days until we humiliate Arsenal. BR, I beg you don't run. Inverted left back. I forced myself to do that, man. DG, this clip was back before you became an uncle, innit? You're a horrible guy. Horrible man, schemer. Horrible man. Hope you bang your toe on the wall when you're walking or something in your yard, man. You're a horrible man for that. You're a horrible man. Horrible man. Horrible man. I hope you smash the like button. You might lose your mod status for 10 minutes still. DG, serious question. Do you feel like Eze has done a Zaha, wasted too much of his best years at Palace? Not quite. But one thing that I think happened with Zaha when he returned is they priced him out of moves. Man said you've edited the audio so it goes boom when you hear it. No, I didn't. Come on, man. Do you know what? I'm more vexed. I'm more happy to show the times I've flipping hit the post, bro. How much times I've hit the post from range. So it's about time that happened. DG was the first inverted left back. Ethan and Max are ready. Martin looking over his shoulder. He should be. He should be. You're starting and you're the captain. The only way is down. Tony Adams is like Gary Neville. Effing has been. Oi, N16. Respect. You're my guy. But hey, respect for Tony Adams. And to be fair, what is wrong with being a has-been? If he's been Mr. Arsenal one, that some people have never did it in this life. Some people have never did it. DJ, if PSG had put Donnarumma up for sale earlier, do you think Arteta would have taken him to add pressure to Raya? I prefer Raya, though. No, because you've got two starting level keepers. Something's got to give at some point. Someone would have to leave. I like Donnarumma, but what's clearly like what Luis Enrique is doing, and Arteta's probably from the same school of thought, is, bro, he's a bloody good keeper. He's won a champs and a Euros, and even against us, he made great saves and whatnot. But it's about how good you are with your feet, innit? He's not the best keeper. He's not bad, but he's not the best. That's going against him, innit? So yeah, it is what it is. I'd coast like Nelson with wages. He's like, how you mean? To be fair, that's where the club shagged them. That's where the club shagged them. Our fan base vote for DG leaving Edmonton and moving to Finsbury Park. I was in Finsbury Park yesterday, briefly, funny enough. Double pivots or whatever. Eze's never been as famous as this year. His name is everywhere. Trust. I wonder how many titles I've put his name in. Do whatever, we won't win anything and barely finish top four. Barely. I mean, that could be happening. But if we've got that mentality before it's always started, then that's loser shit. Like, if that happens, that happens. But by hook or by crook, we need to go and try to do our thing. And for me, it's so sad we won't make it top 5. Come on. Come on, man's here. Jeez. I'm having deja vu. This happened before. I hate when this happens. Them toe bangs hurt. Schema deserves it, bro. Deserves that. We have a left wing. It's Noni. That was Arteta's plan all along. Make it work. Got here late. Adams might be right, but there's no need to be disrespectful. I think the only thing I would say, if anything comes close, it's not disrespectful for me, but anything that comes close to disrespectful would have probably been, you know, that little comment we saw about Rice, Rice is better than Arteta or something like that. That's the only one I'm like, ooh, okay. If we miss out on Eze and Rodrygo, I don't think we can win the league, and it makes this transfer window a lot more disappointing. I mean, it does hinge on if we could get one or two of those super players and clearly outgoings. Well, I wouldn't quite say it's a mixed bag, but it would feel like a mixed bag. We got our left winger, man. It's Madueke, bro. Tell us a sub story about all your girls. I don't know about all the girls, but like, dark, man. Why is DG not wearing the blue and red away strip? That's quality. I can't lie, man. I don't want to buy the kits this year. I want to, but I don't. I need something back. I need something back, man. The Tony Adams statement is neither right nor wrong. Not everything is binary. Trust. Facts. There's always nuance to every statement. What is unhelpful is Tony Adams insinuating that Arteta is a failure. But in life, if you're not failing, what are you doing? Seriously, if you're not, like, I'm not even saying, like, you have to fail in life. You have to fail more times to win, no? Every failure, and I'm not even saying this with Arteta, but failing brings you closer. Because some people will call you a failure, but I'd rather fail than never try. Because the people that will mock you, they're pussies. They won't try anything. You have to, the cost to make anything happen is embarrassment, no? Come South, DG. What's in South? What's in South? Tone said nothing wrong. DJ 100 for the stream. One thing, South, East, not smelly. South. South hype. Oh, look at us. We're from South London. We think we're the capital of London. Those play gigs, are you talking the hardest? We scream and shout the most when the DJ goes, oh, North, East, no, West. Allow it, man. Allow it, man. Allow it, man. Allow it, man. DG asks them define failure. DG waiting for Sunday to see if he's getting the kit. What would make you buy the kit? feeling in my heart that we're actually, it's not that we're not going to give this a go, but like truly believing that, yo, all right, cool, Liverpool got this, City got that, proper. I want to win, but proper assault of this Premier League. And it wouldn't hurt if you sign Eze Rodrygo. I'm like, bro, you need to give me something back, bro. These kits ain't cheap. Like, you need to give me something back, man. I want them. I want all of them. It kills me that I've got the old thing. I've got more Arsenal shirts than you believe. Football shirts, matter of fact. But I need something, man. I need something before you start seeing me go back to the Emirates and spending money and all these things. Like, I need something. I do. Man said PayPal to DG. What are you talking about there? Ødegaard's my captain. Facts, I didn't buy any kit, not feeling them. Nah, I like them. I'm just... No respect, crazy fans. You think we should bin our past titles the way some bin our history? Climb the mountain, then speak with chess. DG's now banned from all the South. 100% not. DH Gate, listen, I just can't. I've never been the guy. Listen, if that's what you want to do, great, because these things are expensive. But I've never been the guy to wear fake shit. I'd rather just wear something else. And I get it. It's expensive, especially if you got utes. But nah, man, I just know my thing is not real. Like, and I've seen people get drawn out, not for kits, but they're wearing good fakes. They're next to the real one. People are like, I've seen girls do it to guys in ribs. Like, bro, why is one? I'm not gonna hot no one up, but why is it? Why is your thing like that? And his thing's that, bro. I'm not on none of that. Like, I'm not on none of that. Check out Indie Kaya DG. Do you know what? Oh, what happened there? Do you know what? He's actually had a good rate this season. Got the co-sign from Ornstein. You know what? We might as well, innit? For £20 a burger, we definitely need something. I haven't bought anything like food at Arsenal. I mean, when you're in the press box, it's nice. But I haven't bought, you don't buy that. But I haven't bought anything from Arsenal since, when was it? Like, I can't remember. A couple of years ago, we had, like, when I used to work at 9 to 5, we had work drinks. And I went straight to the Emirates because there was a game. And I didn't eat. And it was like £7-8 for a slice of pizza. It was the best pizza I had in my life because I was dying. I said, after that, you can never do me like that. But again, yeah. What is he said? Arsenal want Champions League winner to join the club. Arsenal has reached out to Crystal Palace regarding Eze to hold talks with Spurs. Wait, what? Arsenal have reached out to Crystal Palace regarding Eze to hold talks with Spurs. What does that mean? They made their request to Eze just a few days ago, as exclusively reported by us, but now they're going straight to Palace. Crystal Palace is scratching their head, wondering why Arsenal hasn't put in a bid yet. It's a bit of a mess, honestly. They're confused about the whole situation. Arsenal have the budget for Eze and doesn't even need to sell anything to make this happen. Now, we knew that. We want to sell, rightly or wrongly. So what's the hold up? We can confirm they are waiting for their first choice target to make a decision before submitting a bid for Eze. This is a dangerous game they're playing while they wait on Real Madrid regarding Rodrygo. So for you, does that mean we're getting both, or Rodrygo's the top target and then Eze we're playing a bit of a game? I don't know. Like, that's left me more confused than all the other stuff we read. Bear girls. I've never been the type. I don't want bear girls. I just want one. I just want my princess. It'd be nice to be in love again, you know. I'll be real. Like, I think I'm a bit too cold-hearted. It'd be nice to get cuddles and nicknames and, oh my God, I watched your stream. I couldn't speak to you. Bro, I used to have it good, man. I used to have it good. But as I always say, word to young father. Hustlers don't start, they keep going. Where do you normally sit in the stadium? Wherever I can get a flipping ticket, lad. I ain't got no season ticket. So Arsenal told Eze to go to Spurs so they can save money. Smart from Arsenal. You get it. 20 Great British pounds a burger. It's more expensive gourmet burger. To be fair, bro, that's what's going to happen. And I must admit, yeah, when I was like 16, 16, maybe 17, them kind of college ages, used to work at Spurs. Everybody used to work at Spurs. And I couldn't be like, I don't know about now, but then times, I can't lie, if you're paying that, because it's not just season tickets. I did that bit, but like, you know, people that got like, you know, there's season tickets that you just get your seat, and then there's, I don't even know what you call it, but it's like hospitality, you get food, and I can't believe you lot are paying thousands of quid for me. I'm doing madness to you lot's food. I'm teething you lot's food. I'm in the kitchen. I'm doing madness. Absolutely. We are doing madness. And bro, they're taking like, I don't know about now, but like Aldi orange juice. And that's now a madness. Like, bro, it's all a shag. It's all a shag. Hit the like button if you haven't, folks. Yeah, we ain't even learned nothing. This is confusing me. Like, what are you lot saying for this? This is confusing me. Like, I can't lie. This is God forgive me, but there's two things that stand out. Yeah, sorry for swearing at you lot. One, there was a chef and he was making baked beans. This is why I don't eat baked beans anymore. Like, obviously, chef, you're sweating. The kitchen is hot. I watched sweat drop into the thing. I don't even know if he clocked it. I was like, I just can't do it. And then there was another, yeah. I was carrying a thing, yeah. I was carrying a thing. And like, it was burger and chips, actually. It dropped on the floor. I won't expand. But it therefore got put back on the plate and the people got their food, did it? Shit, man. They Spurs fans, bruh. It's where it's. Hold that. That is cool, man. It's cool. It's cool. It's so calm. Love don't exist. It's just your turn. You know what? I don't think like. I think dating in this generation is a myth, bro. Not because I want to, just bro. Everyone's got too many options. Everyone's doing the dirty. Bro, I've been through too much. Like, yeah, it's just your turn. And you know what? Yeah, you know when everyone says it's your turn, myself included. That's because again, we've all been through heartbreak. Like, we've definitely all seen it. We've all seen it. I can't believe she changed up and whatnot. It wasn't mine. It's just my turn. We've all done that. It's just my turn. Charge to the game. Whatever. It is what it is. But no, there's gotta be, man. There's gotta be to my future wife out there, wherever you are. Yeah, I'm gonna find you one day. You know, I'm gonna find you. We're gonna make vids until then. I'm gonna find you. You gotta be cold blooded. I like going down Dalston, Kingston. You're making me think of everything I've eaten out now. It's nasty, bro. It probably is. I don't know about now, but I'm sure at a point in this country, you technically didn't have to display your food rating. So you know it's got 1 to 5. You didn't have to put that up. So if you're going into a shop and not thinking, it's dark. We ain't getting Rodrygo. If Pep wants him, I can't lie. Just from them expressing an interest, we've already seen 10 times more movement than we probably did when we were registering, and a far more serious interest. There's a song that says you find you one day. I can't lie, man. Like, there's two things I genuinely believe in life. Love and death will come to you when it needs to. You don't need to go searching for that. Some people go search for it. You want to go on Antarctica and trouble polar bears, and you want to go in the ocean and start fucking about. But get the point. You get the point. Big up, Frank. You get the point. Probably has. And you know, there's one thing I don't like, and I kind of stopped it because it gets too much. I don't like using knife and forks at restaurants. I don't know what's been going on, whose mouth is in it, if these people are washing it properly. I had a stage where I used to just bring my own or bring plastic, but then you're going on dates, you're looking like a weirdo, bro. Like, you just got to firm that in it. If Rodrygo says yes, we'll go all out for him. If he doesn't, we go for Eze. Dangerous game, that, because we could get one, both, or none. I promise you. I can call my friends now because they were there. We used to do fuckery in that. I used to teeth the hell out of that. Spurs, I used to teeth it. Well, you can't. I don't know what Spurs is. I used to teeth the fuck out of that. I've told you lot before. I teethed the Dutch pot for no reason. It was a fresh thing. Bro, we used to teeth it. We used to do fuckery. I remember North London Derby. The manager got onto, one of the Spurs fans snitched because obviously we're all Arsenal fans. We won a North London Derby. Obviously, there's bare shouting, and I don't agree with the snitching, but I agree. I hear where you're coming from. You know, you're paying all this money, and Arsenal fans, or what you come to believe is Arsenal fans, is that, bro, workers for Spurs was lit. You get tips as well, bro. And I wasn't even doing things that you'd get tipped for. Used to do madness. If I'm lying on Friday, it's nothing to be proud of, bro. Are you crazy? The stuff I used to do, obviously, they're getting nice food. When you're bringing it out, I used to, like, okay, take a little bit from your thing, 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 put that on a plate. Because when these lot go out for the match, like the first 45 minutes, that's our little break where you can eat. We're lit. I got all my friends, bro. That's the best job I had. We're like 16, 17. The whole of the man them are here. Obviously, do little things on the side. That was there as well. You know, it's nice to, on that kind of angle, it was nice to kind of conversate with Spurs fans. Bro, Mazza, man. Man said DG brings out a box with his special edition Arsenal cutlery on dates. Oh, you can't banter me, man. Do you know how much my friends banter me? Oh, when you talk to girls, do you talk about 4-4-2 or 4-2-3-1? And, bro, the man think I just sit here and talk about ball. Bro, used to do madness. 20 for half a, but, bro, that as well used to do fuckeries, bro. I weren't there. I would have. DG working at Spurs, heartbreaking, bro. I support Arsenal. They don't support me. Like, I need to support my bank account, bro. Oh, it's Rodrygo clickbait. Yeah, it is, man. Has he updated this? To be fair, bro, crazy. There ain't nothing. There's nothing there really. I mean, in IndyCar, it seems like he's got a decent hit record now. Smash the like button if you haven't. Yeah, bro, I don't trust women. Respectfully, sorry, girls, I don't trust none of you. Like, I can't believe I'm the only one trying to be the only. I can't trust none of you. As much as I think I'm the most handsome guy, my thing different. I'm lit. It's never my loss, and I'm sure a lot of people do as well, bro. Bro, brother, them lot they us lot are logical. Them lot are emotional. Like, boy, it's scary. In 2025 as well, scary. In 2025, it's not dates no more, it's travelers. Yeah, you're dealing with some scumbag still, because what ain't no girl falling into travel lodge in 2025. Even hotel prices, bro, they fucked up the economy, man. Pimping is, but you lot, pimping is getting expensive still. Do you think Jokeres will win honors with us? I hope so. I don't know, man. I'd like to think we're gonna win silverware next year, innit? By God's grace. IndyCar is a chump, damn. But to be fair, seems like whoever his plug for the sources are. Seems like these couple of weeks, he's been all right. David Ornstein co-sign as well. We put out a lot of smoke signals that end up not even being genuine interest. Exactly. What's bro? Hotels, bro. I remember when hotels was 30, 40 quid. I remember when, I had certain friends that used to engage in certain things and you could get half price and a lot. So I used to live, man. Smash the like button or lose your bank card at Carney Mac, triggering my PTSD. I've lost mine at Carnival still. But I went off on the side road immediately. Yeah, cancel. Yeah. I've lost bare things, man. I used to be quite responsible. I've lost my bank card about 4 times. 3 have been when I was drunk. I was so vexed as well because when I looked at my statements, some cheeky. I lost it in Sainsbury's, and it's a thing where I'm walking out of Sainsbury's. I've obviously paid for my shit, whatever, gone about my business, and then I've realized my card's not there. So when I've gone on my statement, from the time that I've walked out, somebody's found that 3 minutes, and they spent 30 quid. I've always got my money back from the bank. Like, you cheeky twats. And I remember someone. Oh, you can ask my friend. Someone used it at a corner shop. I just hope that person was some young G, got some Magnums, got some Rizla, had a pretty babes. At least it's nothing personal. It's just business. I've lost better things, bro. I lost my earpod. I lost one of my earpods the other day. This all happens when I'm licked. Need to be responsible, man. I tried to put DG on nice Brazilian caramel thing, and he said she was anime. I'm giving up hope on DG's footballing triplets that win the treble for Arsenal. You're moving mad. But yeah, losing that is mad. I've lost bare. I lost my phone a couple of times. I can't lie, I wanted to cry when I lost my phone. I wanted to cry. The videos, man. I don't want to talk too much, but the things I had on that, like, oh Lord. Lost my black Arsenal top at Carney. Heartbreak when I saw they stopped selling it. I can't lie. Never. How did you lose your top? You was burst, because that means you're doing the edit thing. You had it on you pulled it off. You was doing madness. How did you lose your charge it? How did you lose your top? Going on too mad. How do you lose your top? Maresca's too underrated signing. I think he's gonna drop some clangers, but I fuck with him. The double pivot of Zubamendi and Rice is our best tactical setup. This will free up Ødegaard. I hope so, but Matthew, you know yourself. We ain't got no alternatives. That's levels in quality. That we ain't got no, I don't know, Zubamendi V2, Rice V2, and which one's the best. That is it by default. The only thing that could rival that is if Arteta does something new where either Rice or Zubamendi are the lone, one is the lone 6, and you've got 2 lone 8s, or maybe Rice. I know people don't hear it, but is in the 8 next to it. We ain't got nothing. Losing a phone wasn't as deep back in the day. Now it can be an absolute disaster. Bro, your life is in your phone, bro. Bank card, bare things, especially the password. The Maggie's got me and I was moving all that attack. I hear it. This is why you need Ray. You need to be composed, man. You need take time. The sun's shining. There's fishnets about. We'll say that. I understand. You can't blame people for losing their mind. It's carnival, not carny. All of you carny lot, do your thing on Monday, innit? Don't go on Sunday. You carny lot need your own carnival. You do. Losing a phone now is peak. You lose your life, bro. Everything's on your phone. Everything's on your, and it's an inconvenience, even down to like You know, when you're signing into things and like the security staff, it's a headache, bro. Losing a phone never used to. Finding a phone used to be quite lucrative. Robbing a phone used to be quite lucrative. Now, boy. But yeah, you was doing a lot. DG man said you said these girls an anime thing. I like anime if they're pretty. Or was that your bank card? I spent 30 quid on snacks. Money can make back, man. I've learned not to get vexed. The Brum girl will hold you down. Bring it. DG, I think Saliba signs an extension and leaves when he's 26. I hope so, bro. I definitely hope so. I definitely hope so. Whoa, 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 whoa. Can't lose your phone these days. Bank cards, emails, pass. Whoa, what? Oh, wow. I don't know. What is it need? Just need an AP on the phone to find it again easily. I hear it. What else have I lost? No, I think that's it. I've lost about everything. I've never lost sentimental things. Like I've never lost jewelry. I've never lost them kind of. I've never lost something someone's bought me. DG, to be honest, I think prioritizing the left winger, for example, Leão Rodrygo is more essential to the team than Eze. I hear it. GYAL are worse. Trust me, I lived there. For you lot, you hear the accent. I don't sound like you lot, mate. Boring. That's how you lot sound. You, Manny, Leeds, you all sound Chapeltown. You lot all sound the same. I lost my kid once at the mall. That was scary. Crazy. Crazy. Yeah, good thing you found your ute. Okay, now that's the maddest stuff. Losing the ute is mad. Fortunately, nothing crazy happened. Crazy. And even in London, you got to be careful of these pickpockets, man. I watch pickpocket videos all the time. They're brazen. They will brush past you on the train. You don't even feel anything. Next thing you know, you're all mind games in yourself. Like, I can't lie, man. It's crazy. It's crazy out here. 10 more likes until 200, though, folks. Come on. Come on. Can we get more likes? Word to Pete. Pardon me. No decency no more. I've lost phones and at least someone hands shit into too many scallies these days. It's true. To be fair, I have lost stuff and them kind of things restore my faith in humanity, innit? Like, they do. I have lost things and people have handed them to me. Like, I once lost a wallet at a park near my house. And there was this, I was walking home and there was this guy just banging off my door, just banging it and banging it and banging it. I was like, what are you doing? He's like, I've been here for time. He's like, oh, did you lose this wallet? All the money was there. I was like, alhamdulillah. I was like, you became my best friend. Sorry for shouting, my Achilles. All the cards are there. They're all cancelled anyways, but they're there. I had a couple business cards from people. Like, you know, that was the thing when I first looked, because that was the first time I lost my wallet. I was vexed about, because you go out, you network with people, and then you lose the business card, which was stupid. Like, I lost a phone where I had Damson Idris's number. I've told you like this before. Like, he was going to come on my channel many a year ago. Many a year ago. I have to charge that one day. DG doing the Arteta coaching badges. It's chapter 7 or 8 that brings up the pickpockets. I hate thieves, bro. Thieving is the worst thing. I see my friend have his new phone get robbed from him while he was standing at a bus stop. See, that's another thing. They're on that bike. They're gone. They're actually gone. Nah, you're all the same. Listen, us Londoners were ignorant. If you're not in London, it don't matter if you're Birmingham, Nottingham, Manchester, Leeds, whatever. You're all the same, mate. You're all the same. You're all the same. You're all the same. Boring. You lot still wear boot cuts and smoke hammy. Crazy. Left my phone on a coach once a week later, turned up on the tracker and it was in Belgium. Fucking hell. Geezer, what happened? What's going on? This is why I had to take myself back to when I was a little kid and my mum, because I was quite raggo, I would have zipped pockets. I had to take myself back to that. Like, Carnival, I'm going to have zipped pockets. That's the only way I could trust myself. People, 7 more likes. 7 more likes. 7 more likes. I love watching those vids when the bill knocked them man off their mopeds. I hate thieves, bro. The moped thieves, the electric bike. Manchester is lit. I need to tour the world and England. I never wore boot cuts and I don't smoke is what for the same. I've got an agenda, man. We've got an agenda. Really, I'm just chucking that at Nathan, but you have to catch strays on his behalf, man. Come on, people. I'm shocked DG is not at 200. Sorry, I'm shocked DG is not at 100k yet, and other fake Arsenal fans are on the rise. It's crazy in the dunya. They can't keep a good man down, man. Appreciate that, Mohammed, man. We just need to find more real, what's the political word? People, deluded. Sorry, it's PTSD. We'll get there one day, man. You can't keep a good man down. We have to keep going, man. We have to keep going. That's motivation. We can't be underrated forever. Trust the DG process. But it does upset me, though, man, because it thinks I'm not doing enough, bro. Big up, Mohammed, man. We're gonna get there, man. We have no choice. You need bot mods, DG. Let human mods have fun. What do you mean? Expand on that. Crazy. I don't know about that. I'm scared. I'm scared. That upset me, man. Thoughts on Zinni's words? I covered that earlier, but sympathy, heart bleeds. But at the end of the day, I don't mean this in a disrespectful way, bro. No one don't care, bro. We've got a million problems at this club, or a million things we want to do, but we ain't got time for your feelings, bro. We can't win titles with feelings, bro. We can't, bro. We can't. Unfortunately, 2 more likes, people. We can't. It's the sad reality. It's the sad reality of this. Like, when I remove emotion, you're not wrong, but are you good enough to play to be the first left back? No. Could you probably be an option in midfield? Potentially, but it's not going to happen because of the gaffer. It is what it is, bro. No, you're doing more than enough, brother. One of the realest fans out there, for real. Mohammed, my guy, man. If I was a football manager, I'd be like Jurgen Klopp right now, man. And that don't hurt because we go, Jim. I'm actually a bot mod, DG design me. You're just the clown of the moderators. You're always doing the idiot thing. Bot mods that remind the chat to like every 5 minutes. We're going to look into that. Swear I got a night bot. This technology, you know what? I need to patent that. I'm just on making the content. I don't know all that stuff, man. Maybe when DG hits 1 million, then we can introduce some bots. 1 million subs. It's probably 40 years away. Where's T? I mean Kenny. Hey, big up Kenny, man. I'm going to get on to Kenny because Kenny, the last 2 weeks, yeah, he's been... You big up Kenny, Ken, and DJB. Check out that stream after this. I did it yesterday. There's been too many positive chatter around Spurs from Kenny, Ken. Zini earning 6 mil a year is so unhappy. It's true, but money can't... Well, shit, money can buy happiness, but it can't buy happiness if it makes sense, man. I mean, you've got money, like... And I always read and watch them kind of documentaries. Obviously, we all aspire for that, but like, and I know it sounds like positive gobbledygook to us, but it's like when you listen to them millionaires, multi-billionaires, people that are doing well at some point, bro, like, obviously, I'm pretty sure I speak for anyone. If you've got your hands on some real money, you're going to look after your family, you're going to do all of that stuff. And then obviously, once you've done all of that, investments, all that jazz, all the things people say they were going to do, they'll do, myself included. You're gonna do some. I'm gonna do some ignorant stuff. My people are in whips and chains. So I need whips and chains, man. I need a deluded chain. I'm only gonna wear it when the drillers, my driller friends are around, because I'm not getting jerked for this and watches and all of that. Yeah, but from you buy all of that, I assume if you're a multi-millionaire, like you buy all the watches, the cars, the nice restaurants, the fancy jets, the holidays. At some point, it's like you keep buying them, but it's not bringing no real happiness. That's why, like, I do listen to when they say purpose, bro. Like. Because there's only so much, because I don't want to get dark, but how many times do we see in America and in England, like them stockbrokers that are making millions of pounds, bro, they're offing themselves. Like, they're offing themselves. You really need to find happiness. Like, you really need to find your own happiness. You really do, man. But darkness, hit the likes, people. Love Arsenal, hate the ops. Best username on the platforms. Smash the likes, DJ the date to get to. I wish. Be nice. I had one the other day and it was going great. We don't talk anymore, though. The hottest fires burn out very quickly. Damn, some of you, well, I was there. Someone come up to me, Deluded. I was like, yeah, you're boosting the aura slightly. The aura is boosting. That's having a couple times. Aura. I'm a Z-list YouTuber, Z-list celebrity. You're boosting the aura still. Looking fresh, crepes and that. Yeah, hey, my guy. You didn't know. I'm gonna shout you. I love. Hey, come on. Hey, you lot encourage my foolishness too much, man. Damn, DG said Kenny is talking too positive. Man said Kenny is talking too positive about Spurs. It's a bit of bants, man. You only read super chats when you get 1 million subs. Never, man. Whether it's £2, £1, £10, nah, man. Someone's put down in their pocket and sent a super chat. We have to. DG just watch anime. Man said aura. What's wrong with aura? Natural aura, cuz darkness is everybody. Check my pick with Tony Cup winners. Bring up yourself, Paul. Can't really zoom in, though, Killy. Shout out, right? Is Tony Adams your Killy? You're looking very cozy. That's looking like some black tie event. Are you an agent? Bust me. Your subs will fly up. DJ, I promise you, if you change your background to Arsenal flags, pictures, your subs will... I hear you, man. But you lot, There's things going on in my life right now. These things are the least of my problems. I promise you this. It's the least of my problems. When it check, you will know. You will see it. Trust the pros. Have I ever let you lot down? We might not be the most viewed, but am I not here every day? You smash the like button. You don't need to do your part though. You don't violate. You don't hit like buttons. And it's the real ones as well, because the real ones are not tapped into this internet thing. It's the neeks. You have to share. You have to hit the like button. You have to comment when the stream's done. Not begging you lot to do this, but it helps. Unfortunately. No, just a fan. I hear it. Goku does this to fight a whole burst. He just talk to girls. I hear you, Unruly. I like your username. That's my Twitter name. Well, not the handle, but you get the point. That aura thing came from anime. You're an anime done by proxy. Fuck off about it. Came from anime, blood. What do you mean? I've been saying, man has been saying Thierry Henry's got aura from their jump. I wanted to be like Vice Cartel from their jump. Aura. Get out of here with this cartoon. Maybe you lot's aura comes from over them sides. Mine comes from in a real life. Please allow me with the cartoon thing. Don't try and put me into the cartoon thing with you lot, man. I won't lie though. I'll be real, yeah. This is AI speaking. Obviously on TikTok, you can see that random things come up, yeah. And it's only cut up clips. I'm not gonna lie, yeah. I don't know what the anime is called, but it's like they're animals, but they're kind of human. I just watch it like doom scrolling it. I just watch it. I'm like, kind of interested still. I don't know what it's called. But you see all of that. And there's like a gang of lions and shit. It sounds mad. Yeah, man. Humble said this is a celebrity. You got YouTuber. You can't take yourself too seriously in this world. I appreciate that. Did you respect the mods, you sardine? Hey, be careful, call the next man a fish. Simpsons, Boondocks, South Park, proper cartoons. But I was a youth watching them. I don't watch Simpsons anymore. Boondocks, I was a little kid. South Park, I was a little kid. Big up you anime dons. I'd rather be the anime dons than the guys watching wrestling. I would. Beastars, it's called. Man said Thundercats. I don't know what it's called, but I see it. I see it. And it does look a bit interesting. My Little Pony, oh boy, that's years ago. Man said Aura came from cartoons, bro. DG Defo got anime cave. Bro, no. I'm not with you lot. Because you lot take it too seriously. You lot listen to it with Japanese subtitles and you lot can't speak a word of Japanese. So you lot are not intaking any information. Any. Grown men and women, you know, cartoons and that. Crazy. Wrestling is entertaining. I'm sure it is. If you like to see, man, bare muscles, six packs, speedos, baby oil, getting each other in tight positions and throwing each other around, if that's entertaining to you lot, big up you lot, you know. We're all inclusive. Big up you lot for them things. Big up you lot. Because you lot, especially you lot in England, you lot stay up till unruly times to watch that. I respect it. I really do. That's you lot's thing, man. I respect it. Too much media out there to watch anime. We got DG. I was so pissed on the Eze thing. Crown Focal, I'm with you, but at the same time, you have to live and let die, man. Like it is what it is. It's not that I'm not vexed or blasé. It's like, if it's up to me, obviously, I'm not working at Arsenal. I might have a different opinion. I don't know all the dynamics, but if it was up to me, we'd been signed on in it. It's not though. So to live and let die. Yeah, that's you. Oh, whoa. Stop copy and pasting that. What is that? I hope you're not wearing me, boy. What is that? Oh, yeah. Swear down. Yeah, man. You lot are boy, isn't it? Wait, is anime actually Japanese, though? Nah, you know, I don't mean anything by it. I've always assumed. Because I swear them, man, are like the kings of making the cartoon thing. I hear it, Dre, but you're the first to mention that. I used to love Trish Stratus. Is it Trish Stratus? That was my one still, and in the wrestling days. Is it her? Is it her? This was all right. She's looking tired now, but this is the babe still. No, she's looking pop down now. Now she's looking pop down, but yeah, the times I was watching elite stuff. Football anime, you'll love it. Come on now. If I'm gonna watch anime, I ain't watching cartoon. I ain't watching that, bro. I can't lie to you. I'm definitely not watching football. That's silly. But anime is shit. But anime is the shit. Take a look at Blue Lock football thing, mad. This is how I know you lot got insomnia. What you know what I'm talking about? You can't go to your bed in it. You got that. You smoke too much. That's it. Bro, you lot are, come on, man. You lot are better than that. I'm cussing you out, DG. So DG, you slandered anime only to expose how you watch it on TikTok. I know, I didn't watch it. It comes up. I said it might be interesting. You want me to not be honest? Listen, stop try. I don't try and force you lot to like what I like. Like, you lot do your thing. You lot do your thing. Insomnia. Bro, it's a myth. Did you like Harry Potter? Nope. And I tried to read the book in school. Nope. It's an idiot thing, man. Bro, DG, don't forget you're watching wrestling. Glock Lesnar. I'm not gonna lie, yeah. Rance is funny. Because when he was slagging off Yokerez, the funniest thing he said was, what do you call him? Johnny Bravo. Hey, Rance is, go ahead, man. Brain rot content for sure, man. This is worse than just saying she loves reality television. I'd rather watch reality TV than anime. I'd rather watch Love Island than anime. I'd rather do that. I'm not gonna watch Real Housewives of Atlanta and all that stuff. I had my stage where well, to be honest, I got bullied into watching that. Had no choice but to watch that, but that's about it. I had no choice. I don't watch anime on TikTok. I said it comes up. DJ's that gold dusting in your boy in it. My favorite wrestler when I was a little kid and I used to watch wrestling. When I was a little pitney, when I used to watch wrestling, there's a few still. I don't believe people who say The Rock and them and they big them up, but I don't believe that, because that's like if I ask you the best players ever, you start big up RIP them, but it's like you people that are like 20, 30, you're telling me about Eusebio and Pele, or when we're talking about music, you say Eminem's top 5. Stop saying it so you look like a scholar. Allow all of that, yeah. But wrestling, Shawn Michaels. One of the coldest musical songs I've ever heard. I'm just a sexy boy. I'm not your boy. And the sweet chin music. I got excluded in primary school for doing that. But him, Eddie Guerrero, R.I.P. He did the mad thing. But Chris Benoit used to before the mad thing. I'm gonna leave out like Goldberg and Stone Cold and all them guys. So who did I say? I said Shawn Michaels for sure. Shawn Michaels, Booker T by default for obvious reasons. Shawn Michaels, Booker T, Randy Orton, Eddie Guerrero, Chris Benoit. Still, did I say Randy Orton? Yeah, man. Shout out Rey Mysterio, Batista, The Undertaker, Stone Cold. I didn't really like Brock Lesnar. Like, he was lit, but he weren't my guy like that. You weren't my guy. Jeff Hardy weren't my guy, but he was my guy. Shout out him. I liked his thingy and whatnot, jumping around. Scotty Too Hotty, the best of the shit ones. GG, if you watch anime, just own it. Bro, you lot do your thing. Kane was shit, bro. Kane was shit. Let's leave it. Kane was shit. Kane was tired. Rob Van Dam, he was shit as well, bro. Shout out John Cena. I bought his CD once. Schoolboy Q, top 5. You remind me of my brethren. Top 5. My top 5 musician. It's dark. If you say music, you can't say musicians because then rap, whatever. Top 5. If I could never listen to no one else again, no one other music. If I had to pick 5 musicians, because you can't ban it over that. If I had to pick 5 musicians, 50 Cent, Vybz Kartel, Popcorn, Massacre, Nipsey. Oh, you can't do the musician thing. Shenseea. I hear it, man. As a Japanese person, if you actually saw the effect that anime and other digital things had on socialization and culture of Japan, you would see how scary it is. I can't lie, Japan looks wavy. Like, I swear you can play real life Mario Kart. I'd love to do that. But big up them. They're making peace from it. They're capitalizing. You lot are in your yard. They're late watching that. Cooler babes. Got a certain websites on browser. I know what I did. Nah, Japan ain't got no wit. Japan looks cold, bro. In fact, do you know who you should talk to it about? Hooks. Hooks is he starts cross-playing as them. King Von, 100%. Nah, apparently, I'm being serious. They got real life Mario Kart. I promise you. Big up Trace Stays. It might be cap. I swear Japan got real life Mario Kart. Yeah, man. Real life Mario Kart. It looks wavy. I'm on that. That's cold. Yeah, if I was with a babes, yeah, if she wants to watch that, I'm gonna watch that. You know, you're only gonna like if it's an hour long, you go watch 15 minutes uninterrupted, and then the man know what time it is, what we're trying to do. Like, no, you move your hand. All right, but I can stay here. It's car. All right. See if the grab thing works. Positive set. And then you just gotta do the chest with chest. We should be talking about that late night still, but allegedly. But yeah, but like you know the vibes, bro. Clicking it so we can see it. I don't know which ones are real though. Oh shit! See what you're making me do? What the fuck was that? Have I broke my shit? Oh, it's cool. Yeah, that. Log riding from Japan is legit as well. What's that? As long as it's on the ground and it's not crazy. Safe. You're by yourself. Safe. I'm not on that. Safe. Yeah. Big up you lot. I can see this is mad. Big up them, man. But I'm not on that. Oh shit. You lot are by yourself. Triple Edge. And this is why I like being here with you lot. Like somehow we've gone from football to all of this. Then the babes cosplays as one of the characters that you live in the movie. What kind of kinky foreplay you on? I'm not on none of that. Hey boy, you're scary, yeah. DG probably knows who Sakuna is, but he's gonna pretend like he's never seen him. I've never seen that, bro. Schoolboy Q's cold, but putting him in your top 5 is crazy. CM Punk needs to pack it out. I can't like them. Was it TNA? Them TNA dons were shit, bro. None of them were 30. Yeah, Chris Benoit was. I was some Brownings in wrestling. Shorty had white hair, looking like Jade something. I can't remember that one, you know. Randy Orton, because just Randy Orton, he reminds me of myself. Like, I hear voices all the time. Like that sounds mad. Like, I am fully mentally stable. I mean, could you really say that if the world ain't turned you crazy? Have you really lived? Tristatus is from Canada. Oh, shit, shout out Canada. Man said I'm pushing 60. You're buying me. Can't wait for the next Rants cookie, bro. It feels like it's a boxing match. Big up Rants because he's actually got a boxing match, but it feels like we're selling a fight. And I can't lie, man. We can't lose. Arsenal, we can't lose on Sunday, man. Rants have a field day. I actually don't want to be sat there with Rants. And I told, man. I can't, man. I can't. No, I said I would rather watch reality TV. Big up Paul. Insomnia. Hey, we're here. Gabriel Magalhaes. I'm always going to say that because I've never been more proud of myself than when I could actually say Magalhaes. Crazy. Stacey Keebler. Who's that? Really? Fuck out of here, that bullshit, man. What? Then Trish, get out of here, blood. Your boy in it. Really? I've never been so disappointed in my chat, you know. You lot that were saying that. It made me sick. That was a tired shout. So like we went from looking at Rodrygo and man are telling me about Madueke. Crazy. Madueke didn't even deserve that. I don't know, geezer. I don't know, man. Social. I don't know, man. It's looking a bit too for me. Nice face though, but it's a bit too Stacey. Are you not running back? Are you serious about the Stacey Keebler thing? Wait, hang on. Oh shit, you lot are making me mess it up. You lot are not capping, innit? You actually really he's just come man of pretending there's back. Oh, this one, you know. Wait, what's that? Oh, I thought you had one too. Come on, blood. That's all right. That picture's all right. Nice face, to be fair, now that I'm pretty. It's not a bit of me still. It's not a bit of me, man. It's not, man. Probably would. What's my carny fit? Sunday? I don't know, man. I ain't wearing no Arsenal kit. I don't know, man. Probably just grey shorts. Grey t-shirt. Crepes in it. Or, and obviously Jamaica flag, Barbados flag, all of that stuff's there. Or white shirt, grey shorts. I don't plan them things, you know. I don't plan them things. I don't even know if I'm going. I can't lie, BR. I thought that as well, you know. I thought you lot were doing a stinger operation. Like, DG can cosplay Tim Lewis or JV. Yeah, right. This guy can't. We all hear voices in our head. It's called our brain. True. My top 5 is Dave, Tyler, the creator, Nems, Playboy Carti, and Kendrick Lamar. Yeah, no one give this guy the aux cable in the whip still, or let him connect his Spotify. It's too much thinking music. Thinking music. Kendrick. Too much thinking. Dave's cold, but oh, man. Especially if we was en route to a rave, you can't. You could, Junior, your heart's in the right place, but myth. You don't know there's levels, DG. The animating goes deeper than you know. I'm sure it does. For you lot, big up you lot that link up and go to the conventions and dress up and do all those things. I rate you lot. It's okay. Takeshi's Castle Code. I'd love to do that. Dexter Daps. PTSD. Travis is cold. What's my man that... Who sings that song, man? Is it Playboy Carti? I'm not really in touch, but it's going to sound fucked to say, but push me to the edge. All my friends are dead. I like them kind of songs, though. Like, push me to the edge. If we get to 100K, we'll have a party. We'll have to go on Twitch because you have to do TV. We'll have a party. Push me to the edge. All my friends are dead. I don't really care if you die. Look me in my eye. Nah, it's cold, man. Push me to the edge. Oh, my friends, I love that song still. I can't lie. Not on a depressing thing. Came for football content, stayed for GYAL and anime talk. Anton, appreciate you. I don't know. We can talk about women. We can talk about football. I don't know. Like, the chat is the anime dons. Man said dress up. It's cool if they like dress up. Diggity's cold. Stop lying. You're not wearing a shirt. Nah, the shirt will come off, bro. 100. Jimmy. Jimmy. DG Mary J. Blige isn't in your top 5. No. One of the couple. No. If we're talking that kind of stuff, yeah, Mary J. Blige would be like, Oh, Mary J. Blige. I do like a couple of them Moy songs, you know. I'm not gonna lie, man. Like, one of my favorite songs. I remember getting not heartbroken in 2006 in primary school, actually. Like, it came on the TV as I was going to school. See that James Blunt? You see that? I was a little idiot, you know. You see that James Blunt song? What your bill? It's true. I'm putting Sadie on blast. If you went to my primary school, I should have known guy these girls from the jump. Islam. I should have known. Rate the big 6 midfield from best to worst. Big 6. I haven't seen Cities though. But everybody on song, yeah. Spurs last. Wait, who is the big 6? Let me see the table. I need to visualize. I need to visualize this for you. Look. I need to visualize this for you. Look. Where's the Premier League website? I want to see the table. Bro, no, you don't need to track me on anything, bro. Just, yeah, bro. Man said update required. See, you're good for nothing. Fucking dickhead. Fucking prick. Absolute prick. Just trying to answer Donny's question, but I can't do, like, I don't know if I'm a visualized don or whatever you call it, but traditional top 6. Who would be the traditional top 6 though, man? Because this isn't, let's go back to last season and assume that. Come on, think, big man, think. Okay, this definitely wasn't the Premier League table last season. Chelsea didn't finish 17th. United, yeah, better, yeah. Spurs last, then United. If it all clicks into place. Spurs last, United. Right now, City, because I think it's a new look one, so I don't know what I'm gonna see. Say us next, then Liverpool. Who am I missing out from the traditional top 6? That's 5. You throw Newcastle in there, but the thing is, some of the names sound sexy. Like in terms of being a well-drilled unit, Liverpool's works very well. Newcastle's probably one of the best performers. They might not have the sexiest names. Well, Gomara's and Tonali can hang. Oh shit, Chelsea. Spurs United. Spurs United. Spurs United. Spurs United. Chelsea, Newcastle, Arsenal, Liverpool. I'll change my mind. See the effort I went through for that. Spurs midfield better than United. I have to agenda them, man. I know, but I have to. I have to. Chelsea, City, Arsenal, Liverpool, Spurs, United. James Blunt, called J-Lo. Bit meaty, man. Bit meaty. Destiny's Child's got bangers, bro. Like, this is like, listen. Big up the galley out there, but you don't need to get back to that kind of stuff. None of this, oh my God, trick brothers and get him to spend money. And I got OnlyFans and I got this one for the day and this one and I'll kick him out. And this, what happened to, let me cater to you. And oh yeah, wait. Why do you think you don't see man them, not me, but why do you think you don't see man them outside in the rain singing together anymore? Like, it's gone. Bring back the love girl thing. Bring back when girls just wanted to be girls, not these fuck things. Rod Wave. Yeah. I don't know what to believe. Mama said it's my fault. Anyways, Uzi, Shaitan's son. Hey, man, I'm just listening to the song, man. I'm just ready, man. I'm just, yeah, I don't know, man. Bring back them kind of songs, bro. Bring back the wholesome babes. Like, not this, I could twerk and get the money and the broke boys leave me alone. The strippers getting money. That's all I hear. Yeah, by yabba blood. And don't get twisted, man. The music shit now as well. But yeah, by yabba blood. Yeah, by yabba. That's nah. Because then you're gassing up girls from normal realities, and then they're not. They're just gonna act up in front of their friends. They're going back crying. Like, this is what happens. Girls will go out together, listen to that music, gas each other. You're all going back to your toxic exes. Let's have that. Let's have that right, mate. Let's have that right. R&B. There ain't no R&B anymore, man. It's finished. Usyk has asked for an extension for Parker fight due to injury. Usyk, slight legend. Not even slight. He is a legend. Man said, let the X Factor thing go. Bring back Usher. Yeah, Usher was good, but it's more for the girl. He's a bit. I don't know, man. I think Usher's booky, man. Like, wasn't he feeding gal cherries and that at his big age? Crazy works. Crazy works. God knew he couldn't make me one of them single boy. Like, especially when it was Little Romeo and Little Bow Wow's time. That's when I was them ages. Like, bro, I would have. None of the real guys can do the singing. If I could do the singing, baby, like with the way I am, baby, yeah, like the bro, mind games. DJ, you going to make any Deluded merch? We need to get back to that, man. I need to. I fumbled in the summer. Soon land, man. I'm gonna drop it subtly. You're just gonna see me looking wavy. You're gonna ask, what's that? It's cool, man. Usher moving mad R&B star, but would it you do the same, brother? Imagine cleaning up. But then again, some girls say certain youths are ugly, they can sing and all of that. I'm not really on that. Wish I could be one of them dons. It's not too late, man. It's not too late. K-pop, what's that? Ain't that like Korean pop, Japanese pop, or something of them ilks? I don't know, man. R&B was much better. Music was much better. Music was better when it was actually about that. Now it's a bit like YouTube. It's just algorithmy. You either people are just going to say weird stuff, put devil horns on, weird stuff that people talk about. It's TikTok friendly. It used to be better, man. Like, I've never liked Ja Rule in it because I was all 50 Cent, but and I know you're getting bored dealing with him. I know you miss my bro. That's when the things went, bro. That's when shit was cold, bro. That's when shit was cold. Nicki Minaj is a cold rapper, though. I'm not gonna lie, Sexy Red looks like she stinks, bro. I know it smells crazy in there. But then again, I'm not gonna lie. I won't cap. I hate that kind of music, but Sexy Red, I can't like some of the songs. I'm like, all right, cool. Korean pop music, they can't use BBL babes and have to resort to insane creativity. Caught up, exactly. That's when music was great. When you actually used to watch the music videos, when the babes were actually beautiful babes. Now it's just, bro, hella big batties that it's not real. It's just BBL and just moving mad. That's when it was great, man. Like my favorite music video is Nelly Tip Drill. I won't say anymore, but ain't that anymore. I've never heard a Sexy Red song in my life because you ain't been in the dunya when all the gals are singing to it. And my friend's telling me, bro, why are you moving all stush? And he's, you know, the man there that girls are just vibes in and Nicki Minaj is cold. BBL stinks. It's not what it's cranked up to be, man. It's tough. It's not like real booty, bro. Like I thought it'd be a mad thing, and then it's not a mad. It's not really a mad thing. Cool, you beating that. Well, I guess you can maybe that one had the cheap thing. I don't know, but. Give me real booty with the tiger prints and stretch marks every day of the week, man. Big up Missy Elliott. Shout out Taylor. Yeah, shout out Taylor. Do you know, in fact, do you know what? Yeah, I will say one of the best women artists out there, yeah, is Thames. Like, I'll proper fuck with Thames' music, bro. That is what I mean, like, when it was about the music. Come on. Like, it's gone now, bro. It's gone. Plastic beauty, bro. Plastic back fake beauty, bro. Like, they're not like it's tired, man. Thing is tough, not enjoyable. The real thing is, bro, exactly. You know, when it like real beauty, it feels like sand, bro. Like you're like, and it's just falling out. It's mad. Calm down, bro. I had to remember where I was still. Queen Latifah not in your top 5. Lauryn Hill would. No, but you can't just ban top 5, bro. Like it's got to be top 5 singers, top 5 this, top 5 that. Horrible, bro. Mary J. Blige, large up her thing. It's like some, you know, and it's hey, madness. Mad. Hey, calm down, bro. You know, let's relax, man. Relax, man. Take a touch, bro. No, I don't want to take a touch. You saw my goal, man. I don't take touches. You bang it from far. Forget that. Bro, you know what I'm saying? You have to calm down, bro. Like gonna get some. Take a touch, lad. Ignite the World, Cartel. That ain't even Cartel's best tune, man. Mama Saturn, who's that? Feels like a water balloon. It's just dead. The cheeks ain't real anymore. Not the ones on the face or the ones behind. It's crazy. And you know what? The beauty standard is that what I mean, is the beauty industry the same as the sex industry? But both of them are mad. Like Little Kim is probably the most upsetting thing, but she was a babes and Kalas, like written off. Like she was a babes, like absolute stunning woman, like stunning lad. Gangster with it as well. That's oh, I tell ya, mate. I tell ya. Ice Spice lost weight, man. The move done. Ice Spice hype. Put your lighters up. Cardi B fell off. Abby. Search Mama Saturn right now. For the cause. Oh, you're talking about the music thing. Oh, it's definitely got to figure up, but it's definitely got to be the music thing. It's definitely got to be the music thing coming out now. Mama Sutton's virtual concert on YouTube after the stream. You have a good time. I promise you got Afro and natural beauty. Ways to put your children to sleep. Chris, I hear that. 2025 is a mad place. Little Kim looks melted. But that's the thing. The beauty industry, what I hate is like beautiful women just start fucking up their bodies. Like fucking up their bodies. By the end of the day, my unpopular opinion is, and I'm not talking about, I'm talking in absolutes. I am not talking about the rare incidences, yeah, but indirectly, yeah. And I'm not talking about if you're insecure about something and now you're a better person and you can live life. But come on, man, you're doing, no matter what a woman tells me, you're doing all that stuff for man. You're doing it because why would you be getting big bae, like overly big bae? Because that's the damn thing now, isn't it? Mad BBLs. Me, I don't really care. Like, bro, you could, bro, there's just madness out here, right? It's a spice of life, man. The babes on TV are not babes in anymore, man. Hierarchy based upon aesthetics is what makes a kid in school get bullied for genetics. True. Kelly Rowland, facts. She's cold. Like, you're doing that for man, bro. You can say, oh, I'm doing it for myself. No, you're not. No, you're not. No, you're not. No, you're not. Because there's a girl out there that ain't got big batties. They still saucy. You got that. You now think you're the done. Or you might be getting it because, you know, you get that. You get flown to Dubai. God knows what's happening over there. I don't know anything. Cartel, isn't that the guy with the Clark's Boot song? Hey, Ryan. Gonna need you to respect Mr. Palmer, the greatest musician ever. He's conquered everything. He's got songs about uplifting, about GYAL, about money, about, you know, family, adversity. He's truly a pioneer. Don't ever in your life reduce Mr. Palmer to some Clark song. He's my guy though. Ryan's my guy, but calm it down about isn't he the guy? Isn't he the guy? Best musician ever. Unpopular opinion, bigger than Michael Jackson. Big up Michael as well. They said it's going to be an unprecedented summer for Arsenal and all our rivals are going crazy in the market. It's a cold world that we live in, bro. J-Lo still looks good for age. I can't lie, I used to fancy her when I was younger, and then I deep, a bit meaty. Bit meaty. Alicia Keys. Don't know why I thought of her, but yeah. But yeah, we live in a, like, and again, yeah, men have to take some responsibility because as much as we're talking about them only fangirl and all that, bro, who is spending the peas, bro? Like, men, there's some absolute bookie dons out there. Dons are paid, bro. Dons are paying for that first and foremost. Dons are subscribing to that first and foremost. Dons take it far, bro. Like they buy used knickers and shit. Like, bro, but there wouldn't be a market. So if anything, I don't agree with what the girls doing, but I rate them for that more than the guys. Like, that is an idiot thing, man. Let me tell you how cool Mary J is. An artist I was working with from Brumtown entered the competition. Mary had her doing a support slot at the LG Arena with her Egyptian and Lamar. She tore it up. That is cold. Big up, Mary. Paul, what do you do? Right, your music done. Paul, shout me. I think I could do this rap thing still. I think I could do at least be a ghostwriter. I think we can make it. We can make it. I'll say this: stay genuine and you'll never forget anything. Yes, learn, but stay genuine. You have to. My piece of advice: don't trust no one, bro. The tiger, bro. The tiger marks, bro. And Gally hate it for something. Oh, why do you like them? Not shut up, man. This is lit. This is lit. Have bare fun, you know. Be there all day like a little child, bro. Like, hey, what? Hey. Let's remember where we is. Don't die for Nash, but shit. If you die for Nash, it's not calm. It's calm though. People are dying for less. Go to your gym. The babes are there. Too many people want to look exactly the same. Influencer generation. Moving to girls in gym. That's one place I won't. That's scary, bro. Because I'm not going back to my gym if I get turfed. I'm familiar with his talent, my guys. Just wanted to make sure. No, you're not. You can't be. You can't be about is that the guy. You can't be. Respect. Trust people to be who they are. When they show you, believe them. Give grace, but believe them. Trust me. That's why I'm so. One thing I learned when I got older, I'm so. You lot don't see it, but I'm very quick to. Short man syndrome, as my friends say, only 5'8". I'm very quick to lose my temper and tell you about yourself. And when people take things to level 10, I go to level 100 just so you never attempt it again. Like, I like peace, but I like to try and be calm. But you're right, man. You're right. Because when people have shown me stuff, it's not that I can't forgive, but I can't forget. I cannot forget it. Don't trust anyone but the process. Drake needs a new ghostwriter, bro. I mean, he's got peas, but this is what I mean. Rap's gone out the window. Since when has a rap battle, brothers are talking to lawyers and doing it? How has a rap battle gone to a legal battle? That ain't, bro, Drake, it's a pop thing, bro. Nah, I ain't moving to things in the gym, bro. I ain't. I see too many tweets. I'm not trying to be one of them. Like, oh my God, can't go to the gym because guys are there and they intimidate me. You're not going to throw me under that. Music producer, free reggae. Music producer, free reggae Grammy noms. Big up yourself, Paul. Hey, my guy. Hey, Paul's my producer. We're going clear, bro. Watch. We're going clear. When you see DD drop a track, it's clear. It's clear. Hey, Rico Squeeze, Young Tef, you lot shout, man, bro. Shout me. Loons, get marks. I need to pull some favors in. I once missed. He sold me dreams. He said he'd be on my channel. I could have yeah. T.O. Wayne, you have a song called Deluded. It makes sense to remix that. We're gone. We're so gone. I don't know, Mabel. I don't know why I said Mabel. Let's song for the galley. We could go clear. One mixtape and I'm good. I'd love to be like KSI level, you know, because he could do what he wants and his thing is shit. Like, no one could tell me anything. To be fair, I do have songs somewhere on the laptop. When everyone used to rap, I do have my own tunes. I do have a whole mixtape. I do listen to it sometimes. Drake corny, come on, he's not a proper rapper. If you get someone to write your shit, plus he's from Canada. To be fair, though, bare people been writing bare people's music since the beginning of time. Talking to girls in the gym is dead, not doing it. And plus, I know me, bro. I don't want to chat to gal and all sweaty and that. Hey, SLD said, I got KSI's forehead. You're moving mad. You're a horrible you know. Forgiveness isn't for them, broski. It's for you and your spirit. Exactly. Or you end up moving mad. Like, you lose yourself, bro. Like, there's plenty of people I won't forgive, quote unquote, but I have, because it make you go mad, bro. You will lose yourself, bro. Revenge, always look for revenge 100% where you can, but pardon me, like, you will lose yourself, bro. If you let people have them feelings there, it's crazy, bro. And you need to let go, man. Like, I'd implore everyone to, study stoicism, bro. Stoicism, bro. Like, because that was my thing. I would hold on to positives and negatives. Like, there's always ride for people. Like, loyalty means everything. And then I had to realize in my life, I need to check sometimes when I'm being loyal, because loyalty for loyalty's sake is not loyalty, bro. It's a prison. It's a dictatorship. And you have to learn to meet people where they are, place them appropriately, and then there's no hard feelings in that regards, I guess. Trust it, but if I don't know about it, don't count. How long you been doing this YouTube thing full time? Probably about 4 or 5 years. Remember my first breakup, my head was finito for time. Finito, bro. Finito. But then now it was a bit weird for me because, like, it was cool at the beginning because, like, bro, I had everything was working. I didn't even care. I ain't gonna pay that. And then it all hit one day. I'm like, we're having fun. We're doing this. Like, there's got to be more to life, you know. They're not, bro. Bro, Tion Wayne's actually my big bro's brethren. Wallahi, fam. So what are you doing here laughing? Plans into place. He's from Edmonton as well, the other side. So it makes sense. Music video, we could do it on 4th Street. And over there, Tion, yeah, let me hold one of them chains so I look wavy. Yeah. I bet you have to have the best things in my DMs. Oh, hello, stranger. Shut up, pussy. Anyways, you want to run that? Anywho's. It'd be lit. Half them people F themselves, all the revenge I needed. That's it for me. And one thing in life, you can't act holier than thou, bro, because I guess I've done the people dirty at times, man. So it's all a learning curve, man. It's all a learning curve. My Spotify playlist is fire. Junior, you're a good sport, but I don't know. Alex Bowena is a better option than Eze. Yeah, but has he not signed for Atletico Madrid? So it's redundant now, isn't it? Really? He don't play. There's no chance. Didn't he move now? I've always wanted to do a bashment tune with all the Arsenal players sing 60 million down the drain, zubi, 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 nah. Ooh. Yeah, let's remix that a bit and we can, yeah? So let me get an appearance in the vid. No, let me get a scene where I'm looking too cool for school. Like, I'm not bothered. I'm just looking all show. Like, tell me so I can cut my hair. Just, like, I love the nonchalant thing. I can't lie. I do love the nonchalant thing. Like, saying you're right, yeah? Calm. We're not smiling, though. I am a fool, man. How have we got here? Did you get them royalties? We'll cut checks, man. Some people like spinning plates, others stick to one. But the thing is, you can't, bro. Like, you can't. It's techie out here. It's techie out here. You can't. You need multiple options. It's techie. It's techie because for me, it's like one thing I struggle to deal with is that when someone snakes you or does something or shows you another side, it's like the image I had of you in my head is not what I thought. Or I'd say the worst thing is, and you have to hold it, is whether it's friends or whatever. Like, you know, when someone don't rate you as much as you rate them. Like, it's a terrible example, but like a couple of people I thought were my friends, not necessarily like a few years ago, I thought were my friends. Like, right, I never got the wedding invite. After we've been through, you didn't rate me, right? Like, or engagement parties. I'm talking people that I believed was my best friends, like people I'm like, oh, shit. Damn. But they don't know, you don't know nothing. When dating, spinning plates is perfectly fine. Oh, with women, because women do that, and then they find out you do it, there's issues. Like, and it makes no sense. Because I can't lie, you're right. You're not capping, you're right. But you see me. I am that guy. If I could be talking to 2 billion girls, if you're talking to the second guy, I start getting not in my feelings, but I'm women ain't shit. You can't trust them. I'm tired. Absolutely. I ain't saying that. Listen, I just know I ain't perfect, man. Snake by family, my whole life, bro. That's why family means a lot to me. But it don't mean much. And obviously I'm talking in absolutes. I don't mean I don't fuck with my family and all of that kind of stuff, but Family don't mean nothing, bro. Like, it does. You get where I'm going. It don't mean nothing, bro. Like, you're not gonna get loyalty just from me, because it's 9 times out of 10, it's them ones that are closest to you that cut the most. Betrayal only comes from those close to you, you know. That's why I love my enemies and hate my friends. I think 50 Cent said that. I know people, I rate people. There's people that, unfortunately, if they see me, they're gonna, you know, want to do me something. I rate that, because I know you don't like, man. Like, I admire that. I know you don't like me. Even when I related it to YouTube, there's certain accounts that I don't block and they're trolling every day. I rate it, because I know you don't like me. It's when you pretend to hate me and you like me, or you like me and you hate me. That's where the issues are coming from. Come on, Warren. It is where it is. Like, like what you said here with Squash. Exactly, bro. Exactly. Hit the likes, get DG to 70K, only 300 off. But yeah, family is, I find it difficult to reconcile with family because you're too close, innit? Like, on one hand, I do believe life is short, but then again, unfortunately, because of how I've grown up and where I'm at 30 years of age, it's not good, actually, and it's not necessarily bad. Like, I just have this mentality, it is what it is. Like, I don't know where it is. It's like a trigger goes off in my head. You don't exist anymore. Like, it is what it is. It's not right. Who knows? I might be on my deathbed one day. Well, I ain't gonna get it. Like, it proper is where it is. It's not my job. If I'm wrong, don't get it twisted, or I've done something, sorry, all of that. But, like, for example, there's been times I've apologized to people and the forgiveness ain't coming, or they hold it over your head at some point. Do your thing. I'm not gonna keep apologizing, and vice versa. I can't expect someone to do that. Like, if you're, and I'm talking about if you're genuinely sorry, you've heard them out. Sometimes, like, they still want to go on about it, and you're entitled to do that. But no, you get where I'm going, in it, man. It's madness manager that signs bare DMs and defenders. Frustration. I'm not perfect either, DG. Who is? I'm close to perfect, though. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I just say do good by people. If they do dirty, close access, they lose out on a genuine person. There ain't too many left. Shout out your boy Tell. People carry unresolved trauma. Can't fault them for the way they move. Sometimes it's not meant to be. Everyone does, man. But I can't lie, bro. Like, I implore all of you lot to go therapy. All of that. Me, I'm not doing that. Unfortunately, I'm not sitting there with strangers and talking about my problems, because fundamentally, you can't help me in it, man. I would prefer to pray and all of that kind of stuff. But okay, it is what it is. Everyone's got that. But again, I like to think I'm quite emotionally intelligent. Like, I know why I'm reacting to things, or things that might trigger, and all of these kind of stuff. But many people don't. Family can definitely hurt you more, bro. Like, definitely. There's some people I wouldn't even call family. We're related. Sure, we are. We definitely are related. We're related. We're not family. We're not family. We're definitely not. Could never be. Will never be. What is perfection? Illusion. And if you ask me the meaning of life, I'd say survival. Come on, hit the like button, man. Tell them again, my guy. I learned I'm more loyal than most people, but it's just made me focus more on improving myself. At least I can control where my energy leads. Exactly. And that was like me. It's like, one thing I had to learn is no one gave a fuck. No one give a fuck about me. At one point, when it's you lot, I'm here, I'm doing all of that. But then, like, no one ain't doing that again. Like, no one ain't doing that. So at some point, I'm the dickhead, bro. Like, if I'm doing that for people, because people, unfortunately, yeah, people, the more that you do for people, they get comfortable with it, bro. Like, they get comfortable, they abuse it indirectly because they know it's there, they're cool with it. And then what I've realized, you could do a million things for someone. And I guess I'm not saying I haven't fell victim to this. You could do a million things for people. The one time you say no, now it's all flipped, bro. Now it's all flipped. So you might, in the end, my casket didn't come with a bunk bed, bro. It is what it is. And I don't have, of course, I mean, if you know what, we'd all be the wisest men and women in the world if we could go back in time and fix everything. I wouldn't say I do have, I wouldn't say I got regrets. There's things I'm not proud of doing. There's things I wish never happened. But I wouldn't say regret, because everything's made me who I am. Good and bad. I've got to this point. It's a thing where, what are you going to do beyond this point? You're going to cry like a little itch, or you're going to move? And we ain't with the crying thing. We move. So yeah, man. Exactly. Bro, there's snakes in every community, man. There's snakes in every community, bro. Like, humans, jealousy and envy. How much time do you lot hear brothers fall out because one's seen as the favorite and all of these things, bro? Yeah, people got problems, but who's responsible for your problems? You. The world doesn't owe you understanding. Exactly. You have to make people understand. You have to make people understand. You got no choice but to understand. Got no choice, bro. No regrets. Things I'm not proud of and wouldn't do or say again. It is what it is, man. Like I used to be quite impulsive, bro. Like quite impulsive, which is a gift and a curse. Like I think life is a mind games. I said this to you lot last time. Like sometimes doing less is more, sometimes doing more is less, bro. It's absolutely crazy, bro. Ball talk, girl talk, life talk, getting the whole compliment today. Hit the like if you haven't already. Is what it is, bro. And I don't even mean I do think that is a fucked way of looking at things. But like it is what it is. It's done now. Like it's done, isn't it? Like one thing I give myself, and they even like I used to kind of not see a psychiatrist in secondary school, but you kind of had to. They used to say I was a bit fucked this because you're not doing. They used to say you're not doing impulsive things. It's like you're doing something that's not good. You're weighing up the pros and cons. You know how it's gonna end, but you're still deciding to do it. And they would say that, and I say I wanted to do it. It is what it is, and I think too much people go through life, and I know it's a dead example, but if you want to be a gangbanger or some bullshit like that, it's all fun and games, getting the girls, the cars, the money, beating up people where you're outnumbering them. When you're in jail on your ones and you're getting punched up, and you know you're in another side of the country, and no one don't care about you, and all you got is your regrets. You can't start crying now, and you got 30 years. You can't start crying now, bro. There's no time for regret. You know what you signed up for. You reap what you fucking sow in this world. Don't be a dickhead. All these girls that want to be, oh, I'm only fans and they're cool, you might be liberated. But just know that some of them are not trying to wife that. Let's be serious. So everybody do what they're doing in this world, you know. But know what comes with it. Know what comes with it. Simple as that. Being a deep thinker is a curse sometimes, especially if you're very introspective and absorbent. Yeah, it's a prison. That's why they say ignorance is bliss, bro. I feel like that on YouTube. Like, I wish I didn't, but I do. Like, that's why I don't feel like with Arsenal, for example, everything ain't amazing, everything ain't terrible. There's certain terrible things and whatnot, but you get the point. And I believe in thinking. Why do you think? I just think in life, everybody's got the answers. No one's got the questions. And I realized in my life, things got better when I started to ask myself the right questions or change how I'm getting here. Like, rather than say, why me? Why not me? Or like for some of you, because some of you are wet wipes, if a girl or boy leaves you, oh my God, I'm not going to find better. I'm the shit. It's their loss. I ain't lost shit. Our community's fucked, man. But everyone's got that, bro. Serious. Everyone's got that. It is what it is. And one of the truest things I believe in this world is evil eye, red eye, all of that's real, man. You really got to show less than you have and say more than you know, or whatever the saying is, bro. Like, it's harsh, bro. That's why life is mad. Because on one level, we can talk about the haves and have not. Sorry, we can talk about the haves and the have-ons and winners and losers, but it's always more complex. Exactly. Or have-nots. Facts. All man will say is free up my killie. Bro, it's dead, bro. It's dead. Like, I can tell you for free, it's dead. Like, it's dead, bro. Because nobody wants to be a bad boy forever. Even if you watch these gang videos and whatnot, or drug deal like Pablo Escobar and all of that. These men are killing people, doing mad things, mad money. They all have the dream of eventually we're gonna live in the sticks, big house, wife, kids, cool. So nobody wants to be a bad boy. And one thing I know is for me, and some of the most greasiest dons got some of the greasiest dons, some of the most violent people that I know and have known. You wouldn't know it. There's manners, yes, sir, no, sir. Can I help you? They're very nice. They're not overly doing that. And anyone that's seen real violence and real problems, you're not doing that ego thing because you know what comes with it. You know what might happen to you. You know what you might do. You know there's no winners. But that's the thing with male egos. It's probably a young boy thing, even though there are children out there. People's heads are too hot, not thinking, doing too much things on impulse. I'm not saying you should do bad things, but if you're going to do bad things, be a bit calculated about it. Come on, man. Jay to the world and back, Killy. Facts. When you get sent Newcastle, bro, it's long, bro. Everyone's a bad boy till you're there by yourself and people can't fight. And it doesn't matter how strong you are. Anybody that is locked away for 23 hours a day, if you ain't got this, kalas. Kalas. And again, like one of my friends that went to prison, he said being in prison is like it's like being alive for you. It's like being dead but alive. And what he means by that, it's like if like prison's the graveside and you get to see who visits. I don't know how it makes sense to you, bro. It don't make sense, bro. All communities have it, but I only care about my community. Hey, man. Thought it's Sunday already. My guy is preaching. Do you want easy mode with status and money, or actually enjoy the process of attracting gal? I've never been rich, so I actually had to attract them. But who cares in the grand scheme of things, bro? Who cares about women, bro? Really? God, just give me my little princess. Keep it moving, bro. Who cares about them? Really? It's never yours. It's just your turn. Even James wanted to cut. Only your conscience can tell if you're right or wrong. But that's where life's a mind games, because sometimes you have to do wrong for the right reasons and right for the wrong reasons. Sometimes you have to get your hands dirty to live clean. Like, it depends on your moral compass, of course. Like, none of us are going to do the mad thing. Like, we know what the mad things are. But, bro, if like, even in this country, being fully legit, doing things fully by the book, you're not going to get anywhere, because the people that setting these rules are the people that set the rules are playing the game very differently. Very, very differently. Best question, why can't it be me? How can I make it happen for myself? Exactly. Exactly. Wish I wasn't a deep thinker, just went with the flow. I do, but then again, it is what it is. It is what it is, bro. Like, it proper is what it is. Facts, my brother went jail. They never told me he was gone. I was about 6. He never was the same again. Moved out of Brom, never came back. He's had gone. He's 50 next year. Don't know how he's still alive. He drinks so much. Hey, man, hopefully he gets freed up. But, bro, it's crazy. And the money aspect as well, bro. Being in, like, going over the, bro, forget it, bro. And it's just a waste of life, bro. It's just a waste of life. We're all going to die one day. Don't know how we're going to die. We all have to meet that thing. Death smiling at all of us. We can only smile back. You can act scared and but it's going to happen. So why waste it? Why waste it? We got church on a Thursday. You hear MPJ, who's that? Say athletes get too much peas that they have to start exploring for a new thrill. Naturally, that's going to happen. That's going to happen with anyone that gets mad peas. I'm sure when these athletes that come from humble beginnings, what? They buy their appreciate, yeah. They buy their mum a yard, they look after the family, they might even throw 1-2 things at their friends, they might invest and do all of that. And then obviously you go through the stage when that's all done and you put money down and whatnot, you're gonna spend peas, you're gonna go on the jets, you're gonna do everything. But at some point, and you're gonna get all the women and that, but at some point, bro, like, it's nothing. Like, I'll be real, bro. Like, we've come on, man. There's better guys here. I don't know about anyone else, but I've gone through, bro. I've lived a movie when it comes to lived a movie, like an absolute movie that don't excite me no more. It don't, bro. Hey, let me stop capping. It does a little piece, but you get the point, innit? It don't excite, bro. It's for people that ain't been through that, bro. Like, realistically, honestly, I started to get more girls when I stopped focusing on girls. Just level up and do you. They come as a byproduct, living your life and being in the right spaces and open. Exactly that. And the biggest thing I'll say is that they always end up spinning the block, bro. And then I'm not I don't spin blocks. Don't spin the block on me, because I don't trust you. I don't trust, and that goes for friendship as well. I don't trust you, like, because for me, everyone can do me dirty once, in it, or whether you made a mistake or not. If I let you do something again or something happens again, I am now the dickhead. Like, it is my fault now. I've taken myself for a prick, bro. So yeah, it is what it is. He was book clever, but not street clever. If man said, let's do it, he did it and paid the price. Never had a job in his life. He's happy to be in his flat drinking. Warren, man. I don't know what to say to that, bro. It's upsetting. Gotta love yourself to live life, not just go through it. And I'd also say you gotta feel the pain, bro. Life is literally filled with ups and downs. You've got to know that just because I'm up don't mean it's gonna be like that forever. Just because I'm down don't mean it's gonna be like that forever. You know, when we're down, that's so we can appreciate the good times, bro. That is it. Because even now, bro, like, you lot will never know. Like, you lot will never. Do you know how mad last year was for me? Do you know how mad last year, 2023, was? Negatively. And the 2 years before that, I promise you, everything I touched turned to gold. Everything. Professional, personal, that stuff, everything. And I needed to be humbled, bro. Like, needed to go through that. When you're I lost the hunger, bro, for everything in life. To like, because yeah, bro, like now I'm not on wasting a second in anything, if that makes sense. Everything's temporary, even our bodies. The only thing that's permanent in us is our souls, man. That's why I say, bro, you have to want something deeper, bro. You can't, we all need things, but bro, you can't leave the earth with bare things. I'm being dumb, but away from the obvious, I love my Arsenal kits. I actually want them in the casket with me, or just burn my body and dash me in the Emirates, innit? But I know I can't take my things with me. It don't matter if you're rich, poor, whatever color you are. Yeah, you could have a shrine built, or you could, unfortunately, some people are just dumped and dash away, and that's it. We're all gonna be 6 foot under. Same place. Same place. Real talk, bro. Great conversations. Like I told you in person, you're not deluded. Keep up the heart. Fury, you know I'll always rate this guy. Because somebody mentioned merchandise. I've had 2 waves of merchandise, but the first one, way before it was even a thing on YouTube, I had a couple t-shirts. He linked me. Tottenham Hell. I got so much love for Fury. Big up you and your family. I'll never forget that, bro. DG, you think you get more empathetic as you age or get angry like people have been wronged by something? Wait, let me take that in again. DG, you think you get more... Smash the like button, people, man. Come, man. DG, you think you get more empathetic as you age or get angry like people have been wronged by something? Give me a sec. DG, you think you get more empathetic as you age? Yeah and no. For me, anyways. Yeah and no. Yeah and no. Yeah and no. For me, anyways. Yes and no. Yay and nay. And I say that because obviously, as I've got older, like you get out of your, not even your comfort zone, but your own reality in it. I think somebody asked if I've ever been outside of London or out the country. I've been outside London. I've been outside the country. As you get older and life experience, like you're working with different people from different social backgrounds, religions, cultures, classes, all these things, you start to see life in it. You then start to see other things with your friends. You get to, one thing I don't say anymore, is it could never be me. I used to, brother, I promise you, and God said, you dickhead, it's gonna be you. Bare things I said could never be me. And bro, don't ever in your life, there's certain things that could never be me. Don't get it twisted, yeah. But there was things I said could never be me, could never, or I would never do. And then I start preying how you can lead to these things, and these things can happen, and all of these kind of things. Like, yeah, like, so I do think you get more empathetic, but at the same time, I do think there's an element, and I'm very empathetic as a person. Like my mother always says to me, your biggest problem is you've got my heart. I'm very empathetic. I'm one of them that will always, and you look, come on, bro, you look, see it on my YouTube channel, bro. Like, man's not one of them bougie youths. I don't care if you got 1 million subscribers. I don't care if you got 10. For fuck with you, I fuck with you. I'm on all of that. But then I had to realize in life, not everyone's on that, bro. Not everyone's got the same heart. Not everyone deserves your energy. Some people cannot, and the worst thing, one of the worst things in life, some people don't want to help themselves, bro. So at some point you can't. Some people really don't want to help themselves. Like, so you are, but then at the same time, I feel myself becoming a less harsher because I do think you're a grown man or you're a grown woman or whatever. Like, nitties will always have a special place in my heart. We don't need to expand on that. Nitties will always have a special place in my heart. But as I get older, I become very colder. I'm like, I understand family reasons, and these things could have led to you acting and getting to where you're getting to. But at the same time, there's many people that have gone through that and they've not turned to the booze. They've not turned to the drink. They've not done all of that. So at some point, you have to take responsibility. Things happen, but come on. So I do think you do. I think more than anything, people get stuck in their ways. Like, if you're a jealous person, I do think you become more bitter. I think you become more and more bitter, especially when you make excuses. You should never. My mother always said to me, don't watch what people have because you don't know how they got them. They could have got it legitly. They could. You don't know. But that's the thing. Everybody's looking. And again, life is a contradiction because you should check your friendship groups. If you see my man, like for some of you that are in school, my man has got his uni degree, my man built his business, my man done that. You should pre it and think, raw, like people in my reality are doing things I can pattern up for myself. But then again, you might look at them and think, oh, I'm a loser, man. Everybody's journey is different. Everyone's thing is different. You just have to give it everything, bro. So yeah. Word, I hear that. I've always had a big heart, but I had to learn not everyone deserves your heart. Exactly, disconcernment. And my thing, I used to have a problem letting go, bro. Like, letting go. I'd always be that. And then, like, it's self-love at the end of the day, bro. It is. Self-discipline is the highest form of self-love. Some of you are probably lads That gal has told you, leave her alone. You're still doing the most. It's not romantic anymore. It's looking quite troubling. Bro, walk away. You have to rate your thing. You have to rate your thing. Yeah, now, obviously, mental health issues and things, I've got sympathy for that, bro. I'm not talking about that. Like, if you got mental health and you need help and all of that, go get help. But a lot of these people are just stuck in their ways, cuz. Just stuck in their ways, cuz. And I'm not saying I'm perfect. I'm in my late 20s and trying to rebuild my life with a routine in gym, off alcohol, drugs, almost 40 days. Bro, Joseph, you got this, bro. You got this. Even me, like, 2 things you said there, not drugs, loud. Yeah. I never, bro, niggas, people know I'm not on. Yeah, let's not expand. We're gonna go down a rabbit hole. I wish, man. KL, nah, man. Just a normal brother who's made a lot of foolish mistakes, and here's to tell the story. By God's grace, inshallah, that remains the case, bro. So yeah, man. Appreciate you, Michael. Another one that's always in the comments. Don't think I don't see comment every video, man. Age has nothing to do with it. It's your ability to adapt. It does and doesn't, though, because there's some 18-year-olds, quote unquote, obviously, you get where I'm going in it. Like, there's some 18-year-olds with more lived and life experiences than a 30-year-old. And what I mean by that is there might be an 18-year-old, God forbid, lost both parents. Like, life is not sunshine and rainbows. And you got a 30-year-old that's been pampered. So there is that. Like, there is that element. So age doesn't have anything to do with it, but it does. But you're right, crucially, you have to adapt. You have to adapt. Like, me in my life, I'm ready for anything, everything. Like, anything can happen. Anything, nothing. So, and I think that's the saddest thing about myself. Nothing surprises me. I love my main friends, but if they were to snake me tomorrow, which I don't think is gonna do, shout them out. It won't. All right, there's nothing. I've seen too much. I've seen too much, and I ain't even one of them guys that, you know, seen all that shit and whatnot. Well, I've seen a lot, but no more or less than someone else. You mature as you get older. You realize the value of time. Some people don't. Some people are just man-childs, bro. As I've got older, I've gotten calmer, but I have less tolerance. I'm about protecting my peace. That's how I feel, bro. More empathetic, but suffer less bullshit with age. I hear it. I hear it. Appreciate you, Junior. You're my G2, man. You're my G2. DG, your content today is very uplifting for people. And I can never claim that. Anyone that's uplifting or feeling some little upliftment, you've done that for yourself, bro. I'm just, like I said, just a fool who's lived in, not like just someone who's made foolish mistakes, just a fool who's still here to tell the story. That's it, bro. That's all I am, bro. Can't unlearn what life learned you. Exactly, bro. Because even that, I've learned things. The same things happen again, and there's sometimes like the same thing will happen, but you're not clocking the pattern. Then there's times where the same thing happens, you're clocking the pattern, and you're airing it. So now you have to sit there. And also, I would say, but everyone needs to become emotionally intelligent. When you're sad, you have to know you're sad. You know. And you also just have to get on with things. You think you lot, not today, but you lot genuinely think every day I've sat here, I've wanted to be here. Things have been going on in man's life, bro. But I always think the show must continue. Once that countdown comes on, people deluded. Like, there's even been times I don't react to trolls. More time I'm reacting to trolls for bants. But there's been times, bro, trolls, I'm proper on you. Not because I'm on you. It's like, bro, I've had a bad day, you know, I'm having a bad time. And you're like, cool, let's do this. Sort of thing. Healthy chat sometimes is just good to reason with sensible people, but you've got to put it into practice or it's just noise. Exactly. From football to philosophy. Is it Jamie Phoenix? There's a commenter on my YouTube video, Jay. He's always saying stuff along the lines of DG the philosopher. I'm not that. We lived through lockdown. Says a lot. I didn't think I'd live through it. It's been 5 years. Really? Lockdown. You fucking hell. Lockdowns are madness. Therefore, everyone needs to buy a lottery ticket. 201 mil. Everyone could get a share. It's not gonna happen, bro. Like, the man don't win them thing there, though. Drop the baggage. The heart does not break. It only bends. Move on. I'd say I'm 90% able to do that. 90%. There's certain people I can't. Like, I can't, because you've done things that we're gonna get dark, bro. Like, it just can't happen. Like, it can't happen. It can't happen unless certain things happen. Make sure this is all timestamped. Make sure this is all timestamped. I tried. You lot should be doing it. That's a new job for the mods, bro. The myth. Big myth. Big myth. I was talking to a friend last year. He said it's about time Deluded Expressions were on TalkSport and mainstream to liven up the shows. He was spot on. Appreciate you. Big up Expressions, man. Even that, like, when it's all said and done, if this thing don't get anywhere, I tried, bro. lived a bit of a movie, innit? Be lying to you if I like to be everything we've done and what we're doing now, yeah. And we've got a long way to go. It all started off this. Well, not this literal phone, but you get the point. That's why sometimes, bro, like I'm always thinking about the next things. Like my life could be someone's dream. And my dream in my life, my dream life, that could be some other brother's or whatever's nightmare. I don't like a lot of Arsenal fans, but you speak well. It's crazy because Arsenal was my second club. I hear you, man. Hope life keeps blessing you in your community, DJ. And right back at you lot, man. You can't have that thought. It can happen. You got to believe. I'd rather invest than do the lottery thing. I can't lie to you. Like, the world goes on, bro. Unfortunately, if I died today, you're not going to watch other YouTubers. God forbid, if you lot die, bro, your work before your body's in the ground, they're finding the next person. Your family might grieve and people might grieve, but it has to go on. And I've always said, I think that's the most beautiful thing, but also the most horriblest thing about life. That it just goes on, bro. And I'm genuinely of the belief, no matter how much pain, whatever goes through, man, I might not understand everything that happens, but as long as I still wake up and I'm breathing, it's not over. It can't be over. Like, God ain't sent for me yet. Like, we got to keep doing this thing. And then you get to a stage, like, even me, like, I look back at certain things last year, bro. Last year, you lot will never see, bro. One day I'll tell you the story. Last year is one of the worst years in man's life, bro. Seriously, one of the worst years in my life. You lot would have never got it. Forget football, bro. I didn't even care. Arsenal, whatever you lot say, fuck all of that. It didn't matter. And I look back. I've had a better year. Well, we're only eight months in, and I'm not getting complacent. I even slapped myself today for getting complacent. But you look back at certain things you think will break you, and you're like, man, I'm stressed over that. You know, how do we pattern up? How? There's always a way, man. True, you might as well. You never know. DG, a man with common sense at this moment in time. Common sense is not common. I wish I can't. Like I said, I'm just a fool who's made mistakes and still here to live, man. I can't claim that, man. Big fact. Some people will look at you and wish for your life. I need to remember that. Hey, DG, when we start in the Discord interaction with viewers, Discord will be here, man, before August is done. Just cool, man. Just cool, man. Just cool, man. But yeah, people, somehow we've been here for 3 hours. We've been philosophical. We've spoken about girls. We've spoken about WWE and anime. And we've had a bit of a laugh. We've spoken about Eze and that. It's always a pleasure. Like, it's as simple as that. It's always a pleasure. And as you always hear me, I don't refer to you lot as fans. It's a community. We can do the Arsenal rubbish. They're good, the Arteta thing. But this is what, well, to say I set out to do this on YouTube was the intention, but it's an understatement. So you lot, honestly, regardless, whatever flipping country you are, whatever you look like, however old you are, it's always a pleasure, man. But I don't want to keep wasting you lot's time. I value such. So on that note, one love. Tomorrow, I've got Saeed at 2:15. It's not out yet. Obviously, we'll talk about Arsenal. I'll be on Rance's stream. There might be one other two things I have to look in my diary, people. But above all, man, you lot stay safe, stay blessed, keep your health, and we link up again soon, man. Always